Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. To my right, live from the Potawatomi Casino Hotel's amazing sports book on Sports Equinox Day is Kyle Wallace, dressed for a funeral in all black.
No.
No Packer gear? I mean, Packer backer?
No, I wore my Jordan Love jersey on Friday, and I didn't want to be an outfit repeater that soon. I'm not Ben Brust. I can't wear the same outfit in the same week. And so I decided to look handsome today.
All right, you decided to look handsome. Nothing about Go Pack Go.
Listen, Go Pack Go, baby. Go Pack Go. I was on 1,000 when I found out.
We'll get to that in just a short minute here. Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up, and the man with ears and eyes everywhere amongst Wisconsin coaches. And according to Tim Brando, you might be a podcaster, as everyone heard Tim Brando call out the podcasters that are saying things about the Wisconsin Badgers, specifically relationships with Wisconsin coaches.
Oh, yeah.
Sounded something similar to what we maybe heard or said here on Kyle Brust. Norman, we'll let you be the judge if Brando was calling Brad out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, honestly, getting to hear it on national television, that says everything I need to know about where this program is at and exactly what Brando knows. We're going to get to that all a little bit later in the show. Let me just say I stand here validated. That's what I have to say about that.
The first comment that I see on YouTube is the Badgers scored. That is right. If the Badgers did not score on Saturday, we would be Strope's clapping because he would have been the worst of everybody. But we would have been fasting until 5 o'clock, and we would not been able to eat. But luckily, we were at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, and we don't have to wait until 5 o'clock to eat. Because that would have been painful for all of us. As Alex Strofe is running the show, KBN Nation, 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Listens more.
Shout out to T.Y. Hilton's son.
And we're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. As right now on ESPN, right in front of us on the TV, Aaron Rodgers put on that goofy-ass helmet that does not fit and just looks really weird. And then he goes down like somebody who looks like they're literally wearing diapers to Micah Parsons. The Packers did not have a great first half, but took care of business. Tucker Kraft is the absolute man. Jordan Love had 20 straight completions. The Packers rolled. But Kyle, you had quite the journey from this weekend. I want to start with you because this is Green Bay Packers plus family plus Packers plus Bears plus everything.
Yeah. So we talking about this Packers game. The big build-up, man. When we found out the Packers were supposed to be playing the Steelers potentially, as you said, I mean, it wasn't official. You said it's supposed to be playing over there in Ireland. We were excited, but then we found out that it wasn't going to be in Ireland. But we were looking forward to the fact that Aaron Rodgers was going to play against his old team, the Green Bay Packers. I could not wait. But then I got a text message on Saturday that told me, we got to go to Denver. I said, what do you mean we got to go to Denver? Little cousin got elevated to the practice squad. So I sat there and I had to consider.
From the
practice squad to the Denver Broncos. Excuse me. From the practice squad to the Denver Broncos active roster. So he was on the 53-man roster. So I'm excited. But then I said, oh, wait a minute. If I go and I'm looking at these flights, I'm going to miss the Packer game. I said, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. Am I going to go see my little cousin? Or am I going to go?
Wait, was this an actual debate?
It was a debate in my head.
Because of the money?
No, because I didn't want to miss the Packer game. I'm thinking about, well, if I fly back in on Monday.
Your cousin gets into the NFL.
And you're thinking about ever game.
Well, I was trying to figure out how I could potentially finesse it so I can, watch the Packer game. But I chose my little cousin. I went down there to Denver and saw my little cousin play special teams with the Broncos, beat up on the Dallas Cowboys, do something the Packers could not do, is put them Cowboys away, and also get some defensive snaps as well at the end of the game. He got in on some tackles, so very, very exciting. Former Wisconsin Badger linebacker, and now.
Did you wear Packers gear to the game?
So, so I didn't wear it to the game, but I did wear Packers gear to the airport. Now we flew out of Chicago.
Did you wear Broncos gear to the game?
No.
What'd you wear?
I wore a Wisconsin Badger, a Jordan Turner shirt. I wore a neutral Jordan Turner shirt. I didn't want to put it on Broncos.
I suppose that's the best possible way to go.
I may have to
except that you're wearing Badger gear.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
It had a Badger helmet and a Michigan State helmet. It was a black shirt. It was neutral, but I got to give me some Broncos stuff. But I'm going to tell y'all this. So I flew out of Chicago, hectic, 6:30 in the morning flight. Frontier got pushed back, canceled.
Oh, what do you know? Frontier, not reliable.
Supposed to leave at 6:50, get a text message. Supposed to leave at 10, then 11, then 12. I said, wait a minute now. I said, we can't leave at 12. That's getting too close to game time. See, they kick off at 2:25. We were supposed to land at like 1-something. I said, we can't do that. But as I'm going through the airport down in Chicago at O'Hare, you know I got on my Packer hoodie because when I travel, I always put on my Packer hoodie because I need people to know who my team is. And going to Chicago, I'm focused on getting to my flight. But as I'm coming in, somebody said, hey, you got to go to that line. I said, oh, why is that? You got that Packer stuff on. This is the TSA agent. Go over there. Nope, can't go with me. Legitimately made me go to a different team.
What?
Wait, are you serious?
Not just joked. He actually made you move?
Because you know they have multiple like agents, and it wasn't busy, and I have TSA pre-check. He said, nope, go over there. Go to that one. Packer fan over there. So I literally went to a different TSA agent.
Whoa, the Kyle I know, wouldn't he'd be like, bump that.
Stand on business, Kyle.
I was very tired and exhausted, and I was just trying to get through it, and I just laughed. And then when I'm going through the little security stuff, this brother said, oh, we got the Packers fan over there. Boo, Packers fan, take that off. I said, oh, wow. I said, all in the span of 3 minutes, I'm catching harassment. So then I finally get through, I'm just chuckling. So I get through security, and this cleaning man, I'm on the, they got the moving walkway.
The moving walkway.
I'm on the moving walkway. The cleaning man comes towards me on the moving walkway. Man, I'm on the moving walkway. So he's moving with me at this point. He's like, yeah, that hoodie can get thrown over there. I said, where? He said, in the garbage. I said, what? He said, yeah. You can't wear that around here. I said, boy, oh, boy. Y'all win a couple games in a row. Y'all won like 2 games in a row. He said, 4.
Four, technically.
He said, we won 4 in a row. He said, yeah, that's how we get around here.
Oh, man.
Wow.
If you would have been in the airport 3 hours later, well, you wouldn't have been good for the game that you had to go to. But they literally lost to Snoop Huntley and the 1-5 Ravens, and Caleb Williams sucked.
Yeah,
they are so insecure.
They're insecure, but they know that it wasn't going to last long, so they had to take advantage of it. So I was harassed by Chicago Bears fans left and right. I on the plane down, I sat next to a Bears fan. He was chill for the most part. He talked too much. Entirely too much. Brother, I'm trying to
take the harassment.
Oh my gosh, stop talking to me. But he's telling me about how he's a Bears fan, and he wasn't that mean. But all these Bears fans, when you wear Packer stuff, it's like you're wearing we're at war. They hate the Packers. Like they hate the Packers. Everybody hates the Packers. I told him, I said, I guess I would get it if my team beat you all the time.
So, all right, you're leaving to go to Denver, but you decided to go to Denver almost not wanting to go to Denver because of the Packers. So what was your plan for the Packers game?
So
it's a big game,
Sunday Night
Kyle.
Football. This is Rodgers' love.
And so I was trying to figure it out in my head, right? I got my mama. She's senior citizen. You know what it is. You can do.
I don't know where you're going with this at all, to be honest.
And so I'm like, okay.
You know? What do you mean? I don't know.
Because I'm trying to figure out, okay, this Broncos game should be ending like 5:30 their time, 6:30 our time. I said, hopefully it ends before. So I'm trying to do it in my head. It gives me an hour to get to the airport. But then after the game, we want to go down to the field. She want to see her nephew. And I'm just looking at the clock. It gets to, 6 o'clock. I'm like, okay, got 30 minutes. It gets to 6:02. I said, hey, we gonna have to go because the Packer game gonna start. I want to get to the airport.
He doesn't talk to his mama.
I told my mama. I told my auntie. I said, hey, we got to go. So we ended up leaving before we got to see my little cousin. But he surprised us, and he just happened to be walking out the parking structure. So I saw him. So we're booking it to the airport to try to get there. So much traffic. The game starts. By the time we get to the airport, we're rushing now. We literally made our flight with less than 6 minutes to spare.
Oh, wow.
And so, I was hoping I get to see it, the TVs and all that. Nope, 8:54 gate. So you got to book it. Run fast. I don't know why I made that noise.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, that was an unsettling noise.
That was me running in the airport, which, by the way, that counts towards about 3.5 miles.
No, it doesn't. You have to track it.
We put it on. I was running the airport. And so, I get on the airplane, and when I get on the airplane, I finally get settled in, and I can look at the score. And I was in the car, I was kind of looking at the score a little bit because we ended up getting there after. And I'm like, oh, gosh. This game's not looking too good. And then I see y'all text messages talking about, Keyshawn Nixon, he's trash, he sucks, all this and that. I'm like, oh my gosh, we ain't doing this. So
I was just wondering if Kyle saw the Keyshawn Nixon muff punt because of how mad he was at the kickoff return against the Eagles in the playoff game.
I would have lost it. So when we took off, it was 16 to 7. The Green Bay Packers are losing. I'm like, oh my gosh. So now I'm on a plane for 2 hours.
And of course, because you fly so eloquently,
I fly Frontier.
there is no Wi-Fi available for purchase.
There's no Wi-Fi available, and I can't watch any TV. So I am sitting here just thinking
What'd
to
you
myself.
do all flight?
I take notes. I got I
Take notes on what?
So I take notes. I do another show. I take notes for that. I have other stuff. So I'm taking notes because
You're working. You're grinding.
I'm taking notes for KBN. I'm like, okay, 16. You can look 16 to 7.5. I'm taking notes.
What notes? You didn't watch any of the game.
The notes were negative from just the fact that I saw what the score was. I'm like, okay. So I'm comparing it to the Broncos. I'm like, okay, the Green Bay Packers defense, they got to get more turnovers because in the first half, the Green Bay Packers didn't get any turnovers. So I'm like, they got to get more turnovers because what I saw from the Denver Broncos.
Making notes about the Packers without watching the game based off the Denver Broncos defense.
It was based on, listen, their defensive tackle looked like he was a running back yesterday. And I was like, turnovers matter. The Packers got to get more turnovers. And lo and behold, so I'm on this plane for 2 hours. I get off the plane, and I'm already thinking in my head, okay, like, I'm thinking the worst's going to come. Like, okay, maybe the Packers lost.
Did you think, before you checked the score, Packers lost or Packers won? What was kind of your gut?
I thought the Packers lost. I was thinking, because, matter of fact, all I know, I got off the plane. I turned on my phone. Well, I was actually still on the plane. I turned on my phone on the plane, and the first thing I did was I went to my little Googles, and I just typed in Packers. And when I saw that 35-25 score, I'm in my seat. That's you! I'm pumping my fist in the seat. I'm clapping.
Did you say you?
Yeah, I sure did because it was 11 o'clock at night, and I'm sitting on the tarmac just, I was pumped up. I was hoping people heard me because I had my Green Bay Packers hoodie on. So then I'm walking, and I finally got to my mom. I said, Mama, Packers won. Packers won. I'm saying it loud, and some lady was like, they won. I said, they sure did. They sure did.
Did you take notes on the final score, too?
I did after I got the final score, 35-25. But no, getting the chance.
The Packers made a comeback. From the time I
Jordan
turned my
Love,
phone off
good.
and then turned it on, the Packers won. Something good happened.
Getting to be able to watch, the long highlight that they have of it, the flow of the game. Hard to see the flow of the game, but overall, I was.
What do you mean hard
excited.
to see the flow of the game? You can't see the game, so you couldn't see the flow of the game.
Listen, that 16-minute highlight that I watched, it helped me know. Because the greatest thing, though, to be honest, is when you know your team won, being able to watch the highlight package where you haven't been able to see the game, 16 minutes went by like that.
I will say, if you guys remember, 2 Thanksgivings ago, Lex and I went to New York, and the Packers played the Lions on Thanksgiving. And that was like Jordan Love's coming out party against the vaunted Lions. I didn't get to watch the game because we went to the parade and all that kind of stuff. So I know the feeling you're talking about, Kyle, because I remember checking my phone after the fact in the final minutes of the game, and I go, oh my gosh, the Packers. Jordan Love laid it on him. Packers got after him. I was like, this is unbelievable. It's like you can time travel to the end of the game when that kind of thing happens. It's a very big rush of emotion, Kyle. Very big rush of emotion.
I believe I said eloquently about your flying. I think I meant elegantly.
Oh, elegant, yeah. I would
wanted to clear that up as I'm being called out on the personal talk and text line.
There was no better feeling than getting off that plane and finding.
All right, so how much? This is a short question. How much Jordan Love were able to see in the 16-minute highlight package?
Dude, it was all Jordan Love.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Because they were showing completion after completion.
Well, yes, he had 20 straight completions.
Tucker Kraft going crazy. Because when you look it up, you see the score and then you can see the stats. I said 360. I said 363 tutties. And I looked at Aaron Rodgers' 220 or 222 touchdowns.
He's very pedestrian.
219.
Garbage time. I said, yep, looks like Sensei done got beat out by his predecessor.
Will you move that
exactly
damn water?
happened.
You keep knocking it over.
Well, because I'm excited. So the level of excitement I had today, Mondays are usually my days I build up. Dude, there's nothing better. I got to see my little cousin in my Green Bay Packers one. It was like I was euphoric. I'm sitting there driving home at 12:30 at night, just excited,
smiling,
listening to Hamilton. I'm just happy.
Listening to Hamilton.
Because y'all know
Thanks for the Green Bay game night postgame show.
Shut.
Yeah! So I was having a good time singing Hamilton, celebrating my Green Bay Packers, boy.
All right. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. And with that, Jordan Love was 29 of 37. 360 in the air, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Look, he played so well in that second half. And that first half, I actually don't even want to re-legislate it. We could if you want to on the Carbless Talking Text Line 800-990-3776. But what Jordan Love did really just proved what they're capable of. Like when Matt LaFleur lets Jordan cook. right? Like, Jordan got into a rhythm, but then, to Matt LaFleur's credit, they kept letting him make plays. And when he's dialed, we saw a version of was like, all right, I'm getting some flashes here. Now, yeah, throwing it up to Tucker Kraft, it worked out, and he had a ton of yards after the catch, which led to, 70 of the 360 that were, roughly, we'll just take that off on a rough of that catch that Tucker Kraft had. He had 2 long catches, but still. At the end of the day, his completion percentage, the amount of completions, he made a throw from the left hash across the field, perfect to Romeo Doubs, I believe it was. And I was like, this man's cooking.
There were a few that even were dropped. A couple that were right in the money that were dropped.
So it's easy for everyone to get at Love when things are bad. I want to know if anyone still has these doubts right now, because are all of your doubts about Love eliminated after watching last game? I could see the arguments that people probably want to make, but what do you have to say? Literally, what could you say other than, well, do it again, right? Are all of your doubts about Jordan Love eliminated? 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talk and Text line. We'll answer, and we will hear from you on the other side from Potawatomi Casino Hotel's amazing sportsbook. It's Kyle Brust-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Brust-Nortman.
I text Greg Scalzo, and I say, Greg, I'm sorry, I'm going to be late to work. I'm caught in an international conspiracy.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The Homer Hour with special guests every day from 5 to 6.
You can win a Super Bowl with Jordan Love. You can.
The best 60 minutes of your day happens on the Homer Hour.
But you have to recognize in various situations he can make incredibly dumb plays, so you might have to limit him in some of those. It doesn't happen that often.
Weekday afternoons from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Every great team starts with a strong defense, and the same's true in business. That's why companies trust Trend Micro for cybersecurity. From ransomware to phishing to the most advanced cyber threats, they help protect your network, your data, and your people. With over 35 years of expertise, Trend Micro has built a defensive playbook trusted by enterprises worldwide. Your business works too hard to get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right. That's trendmicro.com.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
What does the skeleton say before dinner? A bon appetit. And why did the ghost go to the bar? For the booze. Yeah, Halloween jokes can be corny. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Since 1960, we've provided the most spooktacular selection and savings in town. From skull-shaped vodka bottles and pumpkin cream liqueurs to adult trick-or-treat bags and your favorite seasonal wines and beers. We've got the spirits to get you in the spirit. Combine our selection with everyday low prices and 2 convenient locations, and Discount Liquor is the one trick-or-treat stop you can't skip. Discount Liquor, locally owned and family operated with 2 locations, in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow in Maine. See all of our specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Discount Liquor.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
Now's the time to plan your total experience getaway to the Island Resort and Casino. With over 450 hotel rooms and a luxurious spa, relax in style before diving into non-stop casino action. Watch your favorite teams on the big screens and enjoy great food and drinks at T. McSee's Sports Bar, or savor top-tier dining at Horizon Steakhouse. Then amp up your night with live music and comedy. Head to where the big game, big wins, and big fun come together. The Island Resort and Casino. You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I thought J-Lo played great, and he was super efficient. You know, he didn't get sacked, moved around really well, made some plays outside the pocket. Thought he played outstanding.
A very complimentary Aaron Rodgers on Jordan Love after the Packers win 35-25 on Sunday Night Football. It is Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, live from Potawatomi Casino Hotel's amazing sports book. Everything is here. Great food, self-service kiosks, and the amazing video wall. Alex Stroh's running the show, and you, KBN Nation, get us on the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776. List is more. And after the performance from Jordan Love yesterday, simply put, are all of your doubts eliminated when it comes to Jordan Love? Because right away, as I say that, I'll just read right away. I still have doubts, but I always had doubts about Favre and Rodgers for different reasons. I can't trust Love. I don't even know if it's him or LaFleur anymore. Their inconsistency is the only thing consistent about Green Bay. And it's fascinating that somebody can have 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, make very minimal mistakes yesterday. And the only thing that I can make an argument for is that the Pittsburgh Steelers, believe it or not, are worse than the Cowboys in pass defense. But that being said, it's not like Jordan Love played average. He picked apart the crappy passing defense in that second half. So it's an easy thing you could pick on, but I'm going to say, hey, look, he did what you're supposed to do against a bad passing defense. As I see more of this responses coming in, are all of your doubts about Love eliminated? 800-990-3776.
Mine are absolutely eliminated. I mean, Jordan Love is doing everything we could ask him to be QB1 for the Green Bay Packers. I mean, he's ranked basically in the top 6 of every single statistical category that really matters in the NFL. And the things that we were like, well, he's got to improve here because I don't really trust him. Completion percentage. He has been in a sort of a low level of completion percentage his whole career. That is top 5 in the NFL. And he has quietly had like a top 5 year as a quarterback in the NFL. The only one throw all year that I can think of was that Cleveland Brown throw, right? End of the game, interception, in a time when you cannot have it. Listen, that was bad, no doubt about it. But
what about the back-to-back throws? I'm blanking on the game right now. Lions, there it was.
One was a behind, and then
the other one was an interception, but it was called back.
Never happened.
Now, listen. You're going to have
correct.
You're going to have even Rodgers and Favre, Mahomes, Josh Allen. They have moments like that. The question is, game in and game out, are you doing what you need to do to help your team win, scoring points, and distributing the ball to your playmakers? And Jordan Love is doing exactly that. His accuracy is dialed in. He's using his legs more, which is making defense need to be respecting that a little bit more. He is focused. He is a leader. His completion percentage, his touchdown to interception ratio is one of the best in the NFL. So he is doing everything he possibly can to keep this offense rolling. If not for the stagnant running game, this would probably be one of the best offenses in the NFL. Is once the running game gets going, I don't know how you stop them. Literally, I do not, because right now the passing game is the only thing that's going, and even with that, they're still scoring points, and they're keeping up with every opponent that's thrown their way.
Oh, listen, Brad, you said so many things on the how well he's playing on the field, but I think we were understating. Yesterday was a huge moment. In the biggest moment yesterday where he had an opportunity to go up against the dude that mentored him, he outdueled him. And what I love about the fact of him doing that is Jordan Love didn't run from it. He went to his press conference. He talked about how he admitted to the fact that he knew this was a big game. He knew that there was going to be a lot of hoopla and noise around it. But what did he do? He absolutely embraced the moment. He understood what it was. And to come into that game and perform the way that he did, you're talking about 20 consecutive completions. Only him and Brett Favre have ever done that. But then on top of that, guess what? Jordan Love led him downfield for another fourth-quarter comeback and put that game away. Jordan Love is magnificent. His team is 5-1-1. One of the only teams, there's two teams in the NFL with one loss, the Green Bay Packers and the Colts. What are we mad about? What more can he do?
I don't think I was mad.
No, but for anybody to say that Jordan Love's performance, you started talking text line. You said some people still don't have
I'll get to them, and if they make you mad, then you can respond to them.
Because at this point, you can't be mad about
again,
anything.
you can't tell people how to fan. That's the one thing I
Yes, I can. If you're wrong, you're wrong.
From the ultimate fan.
From the ultimate fan. I know all. You got to listen to me how to fan.
You just can't be wrong. You just can't be mad.
No, you can't. You can't disagree with Kyle Walsh. Otherwise, you're wrong. Let's go to Nash in Milwaukee on Keyshawn Nixon out of the blue here. But I'll take it because he was a very frustrating component of the first half. 800-990-3776. Nash, you're up.
Hey, what's up, guys? I do love Keyshawn, but he's very inconsistent. I know he's second in the league right now for most pass breakups, but, I mean, that whole game he was getting picked on. Aaron Rodgers, the whole story was they were good friends. Rodgers helped him out, and he just took advantage of him. He doesn't know how to turn his head. That's the only thing he's got to do on those back shoulder fades, and he doesn't get called for pass interference.
Yeah, to me, obviously the pass interference call where Rodgers did roll to the right and he threw it at Keyshawn Nixon. I forget who his target was at the time, but it was behind him. And we've seen this in the NFL a million times. It's frustrating as a fan when you see an underthrown ball and the receiver turn around. But yeah, if he doesn't play the ball, if he plays the ball there, it's a better result. But there was also a muff punt. Mm-hmm. There was also another penalty, which again, that one was iffy. It was a frustrating first half for somebody.
Cooked in that first quarter. That was the long play on that rollout.
Yes, he got lost. He came in, and the guy behind him in man coverage got behind. So there were some frustrating moments for Keyshawn Nixon. I guess my biggest thing when it comes to him is, all right, you had the 5 pass breakups, and you were really feeling yourself.
Crossing out, folks. X'd out Jamar Chase, who had a good game against the Packers.
It's one of those things where it's like consistency. It's very easy for all of us to say, in my opinion, that Carrington Valentine was the best defensive back on the field last night. Alex Stroh's boy. Stroh, fair or not?
I think completely fair. It's been a complete disappointment the last several weeks.
Yeah, Nate Hobbs clearly
he played 4
snaps.
Not
to be on the field.
4 snaps. 4.
What I'm trying to understand is, so they just literally they benched CV because they signed Hobbs and they had to play him on the outside because Buller's playing so well. He didn't earn it. They just signed him, so he just was given it because he was injured during the preseason.
Yeah, but you earn it by giving the contract in a way.
The hell with that. See,
well, again, they adjusted. Don't be mad now. They gave him a chance and they adjusted.
I get it. Because they had CV out there looking lost when he had to come in the game without playing in a rhythm. From what I saw yesterday, I saw CV playing magnificent corner. Anytime a defensive back, y'all know I play cornerback. I'm a broke-ass cornerback now. But the best thing I love is when a cornerback sees a receiver put his hands up, and it touches the receiver hand, and he punches it out. He did that multiple times. Even on the touchdown that they called the touchdown, he was still fighting to punch it out. That is what I like to see from a cornerback right there. That is a guy that is competing, right? He's in the position to make a play, and that's exactly what CV did.
All right, what we need to have happen here, boys, is we need Kyle to try and do his best to harness positive energy, because I'm good. No, you may feel good right now. But as I asked the question, are all of your doubts about Jordan Love eliminated? I know you're not going to like what a lot of people have to say. So that's why I'm trying to harness you now, get you in the right mindset, because if you don't agree with Kyle, like some people do not, then you're going to get the business.
I just don't understand. Like, if you don't think Jordan Love is having a good season this year, if you're not satisfied with this, you don't watch NFL play.
You can think he's having a good season, but still have doubts about him. That's the difference of the nuance
I
there.
guess my question would be, what more do you need to see for those doubts to be eliminated?
And we'll get to that. Because it is a Victory Monday brought to you by Palermo's Pizza, Wisconsin's hometown pizza, with delicious brands like Palermo's, Connie's, Urban Pie, and Screamin' Sicilian. So screaming good. Palermo's has your game day covered. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer. Are all of your doubts about Jordan Love eliminated? Sorry, we got to bump Wheel of Stro Mr. Strofe back at the Gruber Lofts as One Call That's All Studio, because I got to get to what KBN Nation thinks here. Plus, looks like Mark-Anu Berlin's on hold. That's a blast from the past. All that and more next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
These hands are not made for fixing anything in the house. I'll make a phone call, and I'm cheap, but I ain't that cheap. I got my guys. Got my handyman. Shout out to Chris. Under the table.
Just like that, dude's getting audited now.
Yeah.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
It's a bird bash at Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to $50,000 cash in the Bird Bash Game Show. Just play with your rewards card this October for a chance to win. Wouldn't you like to rake in a huge pile of cash? Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info at potawatomi.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
The 24th annual A Novel event is coming. Sharp Literacy's yearly fundraiser will happen on October 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Baird Center. Green Bay Packers all-time leading receiver and Super Bowl champion Donald Driver will be the featured guest and keynote speaker. Funds raised at A Novel event will support the delivery of Sharp's STEAM-based education program to thousands of K-3 through 5th grade students and educators across Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit oawspinecenter.com. That's oawspinecenter.com. The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
You're listening to Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Man, I was just playing. I think you get in that as a player where you just, start flowing and playing well, and everybody around me just making plays as well and executing at a high level. So, obviously I think we knew what we needed to change at halftime, and I'm just glad we were able to go out there and do that and start making some big-time plays.
That was Jordan Love post-game after the Packers beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 35-25 out at whatever they call it stadium, because it'll be Heinz Field forever. Victory Monday is brought to you by Palermo's Pizza, Wisconsin's hometown pizza with delicious brands like Palermo's, Connie's Urban Pie, and Screamin' Sicilian. Palermo's has your game day covered. Find it in your local grocer's freezer. As it's Kyle, Brust, and Dortmund, we're live with you from Potawatomi Casino Hotel's amazing sports book. Strofe is running the show. Get us on the Carbless Talking text line, 800-990-3776, or on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, how about this? As we are having a discussion about, I would say at this point, nitpicking in a conversation about Jordan Love, because the question being, are all of your doubts about Jordan Love eliminated? The poll itself is like 70% yes, 30% no, but there's a vocal minority that are coming through the Carbless Talking text line. But just to juxtapose real quick. Is it juxtapose?
Oh, yeah. Good word.
I've had a
good word.
tough couple
perfect
segments
usage.
of words. Waddle and Sylvie on Twitter.
Oh, wow.
Did the Bears make the wrong choice at QB in the 2024 NFL Draft?
Oh.
Yes, 35%. No, 24%. 41%. It's still too early to know.
Dude, as I was telling y'all how I was going through Illinois,
how the other half lives.
The guy who I was sitting next to on the plane, who would not stop talking, he told me that they made the wrong decision. That is a sentiment that is felt amongst those in Chicago, is that they picked the wrong quarterback at number one.
Well, all we have to focus on is some of what KBN Nation is sending us. Jamie/Jaime in Orlando chimes in. I'm sold that this is the real Jordan Love, and it takes a while for him to get going. It's reminiscent of 2023 when we went on a late run in the season, except for it starting a little earlier this year. I guess it's to be seen. Jaws in MKE. I'm a J-Love fan, and he has the physical skills to do it all. But my only concern is he almost seems too calm and steady at times. He's a different QB when fired up. Again, just getting to the fans here. They are all. I love all opinions.
Kill him, Brad.
Majority of the passes were 5 yards. Love can't throw an accurate long ball. Kraft bailed him out multiple times. Ron and the Key on the Carbless Talking text line. The deep pass to Watson yesterday was still a little bit of bad Jordan. Across the body, the weight going the other direction, rolling out to the middle of the field. But overall, he did much better yesterday than I expected.
Jordan did say one of his passes, he said, I was just hoping.
Yeah, I mean, again,
hoping the good things would happen. I think
not every throw is going to be on platform. Like, this is the NFL.
But you also trust your receiver to make a move if he's one-on-one. I mean, he
floated it barely over the head as Christian Watson got it. But how about Christian Watson catching all of those? Derwin in the 2.62, he threw 2 balls that should have been picks, and they so happened to fall luckily to our receiver. I'm wondering why someone's nodding their head yes in our room. Is that because thumbs up, thumbs down? You are not a fan of the Jordan Love? Not a fan. All right.
He ain't a Packer fan.
Do people realize that if they were to scrutinize other quarterbacks, the same thing is going on? If you're going to take a couple throws per game we have highlights of Jalen Hurts going on right in front of us, or tonight when Patrick Mahomes or Baker Mayfield take the field. They will have the same thing. A couple throws every game are probably ill-advised. And now Jordan Love, he made a living of doing that last year that were horribly ill-advised. He is certainly – it was probably 5 throws a game last year. We were like, oh, no. Now it's like 1 or 2. And those will always exist. But I'm telling you, like, he is so dialed in. The people that are saying, oh, he doesn't throw an accurate long ball, he throws them when it's necessary. Guys are open. Guys are open that are underneath, medium term. You're not going to be chucking it down the field every time anyway. Packer fans should be thankful that they have a third quarterback in a row that can win you games, put up MVP-like numbers, because that's exactly what Jordan Love is doing, and be able to have a team where you are in the number 1 seed of the NFC already. And mind you, I was thinking about this last night. Jordan, this is a huge spot for Jordan Love. Kind of like, in my opinion, a career-changing moment for Jordan Love. Because he sat behind Aaron Rodgers in that 2020 and 2021 season. He played as good of a quarterback season as anybody in NFL history. And Jordan Love was there to witness it all. So to go and play against that same guy that you witnessed do that, that's a big moment. That's a lot of nerve. So he rose to it, and he outdueled Aaron Rodgers.
Let's start on the Carbless Talking text line with our guy, Mark in New Berlin. No clown music, but we'll see what he has to say. Mark?
Happy Monday! Mark is back, man. I feel sorry for Aaron Rodgers. Not! What a game was that? Who are all these haters on this talking text line? B and the Z and B and the Z and Ron and the keys. They need some damn smelling salt. Clear their heads out. Did they see a Ferrari yesterday, or were they watching a 2011 Chevy Malibu in Aaron Rodgers? They seen a Ferrari running on all cylinders. What do they want? Anything more? And Benny, are you wearing the Show Me the Love shirt?
I lost my Show Me the Love shirt.
Wait a minute. You gave them shirts and you lost it?
Yes, he sent us. Oh, my God. It was the worst looking shirt
Kyle,
of all time.
And one of the listeners burnt it. One of the listeners burnt it, Kyle.
Wow.
On the air.
Look, I have to take this opportunity for those who have never heard Mark in New Berlin's name. He's a prophet. He called this the Ferrari in the garage, and this was the changing of the guard right in front of our eyes. Mark is calling in at the perfect time to take a victory lap.
Maybe Mark, you just know ball. That's what it is. He knew he had the Ferrari.
He was saying this, after the Chiefs game and all this. I mean, it wasn't looking good for old Mark, but he's on the other side of history in a good way.
He was way early on this. Way early.
I'm actually upset y'all allowed somebody to come on the station and burn anything that had Jordan Love on it.
I think it was a texter that sent, or a tweeter that sent in a video of the Show Me the Love shirt.
Oh, that's awful. Because Jordan Love is showing us all the love right now. I just don't understand how anybody could be upset with his performance. Like yesterday, he made history. But on top of that, think about it. We saw great quarterbacks play here. You know what Brett Favre didn't do? You know what Aaron Rodgers didn't do?
Beat the Packers?
Win in Pittsburgh. They ain't win in Pittsburgh like Jordan Love was able to do.
Bart Starr was the last one to win.
I guess Favre did beat the Packers.
Favre definitely.
Rodgers is not completed the 32 teams.
And Jordan Love also didn't beat the Packers either.
Oh man, Mark of New Berlin, bravo!
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Let's go to our friends in the north of Canada. Ricardo, you're up on the Carbless Talking text line.
What's up, boys? Great Victory Monday. How did you all like watching that coronation of the passing of the torch on Prime TV? Okay? Love is here. Love is back. Finally, Mansour unleashed them. Stop throwing left and right, stop throwing east and west. Started going vertical. Started attacking the defense. Tucker Kraft, both of those plays were vertical slants, attacking the defense. Enough of this behind the line of scrimmage and sweeps and nonsense. Throw the ball deep with efficiency. That play to the out route, the rolling dogs on the opposite side of the field. Listen, there's only a handful of quarterbacks that can make that play. All right, don't give me this that he's not a good quarterback. This kid is extending. He has 2 picks on the whole year. He's throwing dimes. Come on now, we got a quarterback, 3rd in a row. He's on his way. And by the way, boys, the Blue Jays are 1-1 in the World Series. Just want to throw that out there. Let's go.
Ricardo's right, man.
Okay.
Yo, listen. What we seeing is this. Stephen A. Smith called Aaron Rodgers a bad man. We just saw a bad man yesterday, and we saw a man that is on his way. I'm telling you, listen. I said he was going to be a Hall of Famer, didn't I?
Okay.
I said he was going to be a Hall of Famer.
Having very productive conversation, Kyle, has to take it 10 notches ahead.
Yesterday was a Hall of Fame-like performance, was it not?
It was the 31st pass-ranked defense.
Hall of Fame performance. Keep winning. 5-1-1.
It was a great performance,
it was great.
But
it was
you need to do it again.
Once that boy get that Super Bowl ring, he going to throw for 350, 400
right.
touchdown passes.
We've lost Kyle.
Super Bowl ring or two. Listen, y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm telling y'all, I was down in the dumps when I got it. Well, I wasn't happy, but I was upset about the score of the game. Ain't nothing better than sitting there rewatching something and knowing your team won and knowing that your boy played good and like, ooh, look at that. Ooh, That's all I was doing. That's all I was doing.
Here's what I will say. When the Packers play the Eagles 2 weeks from tonight, if Love does this again, I don't want to hear anything more about doubts. I don't want to hear anything more about it. I personally don't, but I don't want to hear anything else about doubts because doing against the Super Bowl champs, the team that knocked you out, if you do it on Monday Night Football, man, I don't know how much more you need to see.
I mean, national stage Sunday Night Football, then reigning Super Bowl champions, like you said, on primetime Monday Night Football again. Huge opportunity. And as I'm looking at the Lions' schedule as well, they have a decent road here to capture some wins. That Thanksgiving game is going to be monstrous.
Yes, it will.
It's gonna be a big game, but here's the thing about the Green Bay Packers, man. Y'all want to listen.
You can just say yes, it will.
We're saying we're not saying they're going to lose or win. There is no opinion.
We're just saying their ass already this year, and we're gonna do it again when it comes to Thanksgiving. We already showed everybody. We lost to Cleveland, a bad team. That's the only team we lost to. Everybody else that ran in front of us, beat them.
You didn't say belt to ass.
You tied the Cowboys.
Yeah. Again, Kyle, I understand why you are happy and you should be happy. But, to act like...
Victory Monday, baby!
Brought to you by Palermo's Pizza. Like I said, it's going to be a monstrous Thanksgiving game, is all I was trying to get to. Now, you can tell us about American Family Insurance, please.
Yeah, with American Family Insurance, I'm just telling y'all this right now. Visit amfam.com today, and it's so easy. When you visit amfam.com, that's where you can find an insurance agent near you or get a quote instantly online. And I'm telling you, since 1927, they've been committed to making life better with outstanding home and auto protection. Also, you're free to enjoy your dreams. So insure carefully and dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance. Make sure you visit amfam.com today for your opportunity to get an insurance quote right there online instantly or to find an agent near you. That is amfam.com today with American Family Insurance.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace. Brad Nortman is going to come up clutch here because Brandon McManus, short, left, bad. Lucas Harvisick, 2 kickers, controversy. A former NFL holder is sitting to my left. The NFL punter breaks down the kicking controversy.
Yeah.
Love a good kicker controversy. Next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
I said, baby, we got to do more sucking. And so I called the company. I said, listen, y'all put this thing in here. Y'all need to come on
ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All the antics.
Why the hell are we still doing Encores? I go to the Killers, and they leave the stage. Oh, thank you. Good night. Oh, I can't believe they didn't play Mr. Brightside.
All the action.
To me, it's like they have more fun under Murph. And I know winning will do that, but they won with Council, too. There's something to playing for a coach that you just absolutely love.
The best of both worlds lives right here. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
So many of our youth carry unimaginable burdens. Anger, depression, even thoughts of suicide. At Rawhide Youth Services, we recognize their pain. We help them find hope and healing. For those that need a second chance at life, we refuse to give up on them. Please be a part of our life-saving work. When you donate your used vehicle to Rawhide, you're helping change the lives of countless youth in our communities. Donate today and get a $100 Quick Trip gift card. Learn more at rawhide.org/donate.
The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra. At 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, it's a superior smooth taste worth playing for. Grab a Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer as you cheer your team on. Michelob Ultra, official sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks. Enjoy a Michelob Ultra at Kelly's Bleachers Big Ben, Distillery Richfield, Tom's Watch Bar in Milwaukee, and Maddie's in New Berlin. Please enjoy responsibly.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Now's the time to plan your total experience getaway to the Island Resort and Casino. With over 450 hotel rooms and a luxurious spa, relax in style before diving into non-stop casino action. Watch your favorite teams on the big screens and enjoy great food and drinks at T. McSee's Sports Bar, or savor top-tier dining at Horizon Steakhouse. Then amp up your night with live music and comedy. Head to where the big game, big wins, and big fun come together. The Island Resort and Casino.
Hey, it's Gabe Neitzel from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. If you're looking to spruce up your holiday party this season, there's no place to look other than X-Golf inside American Family Field. It's a unique space unlike any other that's great for golfers and non-golfers alike, featuring great views of the ballpark while you get to play golf, plus a full menu, full bar, and catering options are available. They can host parties from 12 up to 200 people, so don't wait. Head over to the website, find out more information about a great holiday space at xgolfamfamfield.com.
If you're living your life in pain, you need to take control of your health and look beyond just traditional medicine to get that done. Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and I want to tell you about my friends at QC Kinetics. When I've gone to the Greenfield location, I have seen with my own eyes what QC Kinetics can do for you. QC Kinetics offers cellular treatments that at the micro level can cure that pain for the long term. Using QC Kinetics' natural healing tools, you can revitalize those joints and get back to living the life that you deserve to live. It's fast, all natural, and there's no downtime. You'll be amazed, just like I was, to see all the tools in their toolkit to give you a pain-free life and get you living an active life once again. Do not wait any longer. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative cellular medicine, and it's something that you need to see to believe. Your pain-free life is waiting for you on the other side of your free consultation with QC Kinetics. Give them a call today for that free consultation at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It to the left.
Brad likes the middle third.
Yes,
like
middle
third guy
please.
for your field goal kickers. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. I guess this could be a real quick thing because we heard about Keyshawn Nixon. Special teams in the first half were not good. Second half, I did a lot of like, holy cow, there's no flag. They didn't advance the ball past the 25-30. Like, pretty good. But a bigger part of special teams is the fact that you signed a kicker to an extension, and Lucas Harvisick hit the 61-yarder inside. Havrisick.
Not easy.
Hit the 61-yarder indoors.
I need to learn that name.
Well, do I have to? Do I have to? Because we're going to toss it over to the former NFL punter who held for NFL kickers. Bradley Nortman, is there a kicker controversy?
Gentlemen. I know that it's easy to see a couple of kicks and start to get concerned, especially in a big game. And especially when you see on the other side, you see Chris Boswell for the Steelers. He's piping 50-plus yarders. That's not an easy stadium to kick in. But let me tell you this. There's no kicker controversy. Brandon McManus is the Green Bay Packers kicker, and he should be and he will be. Now, I will say, I think that he is missing and he looks not himself because he's still injured. He's trying to clearly work through it. And when you're doing something like that, it's not like, you're playing linebacker and you say, Doc, shoot it up. And I can just run in there, reckless abandon. Kicker, punter, whatever it is, it's very nuanced. It's very small muscle groups. It's very small margin of error. So if you are just a little bit hurt and you overcompensate a little bit, it throws everything off. So I think Brandon McManus trying to hasten his recovery, trying to get back on the field maybe faster than what he should be doing, probably because he doesn't want to see someone else kicking and maybe taking his job, because Lucas Havrasik is kicking the ball pretty well. The reality is, though, guys, before his stint with the Packers, now he's done great with the Packers, and I hope he fills in and does great for as long as we need him.
You're going to take us back down memory lane with the Rams?
He's played one season with the Rams. That was 2023. It was 2 years ago. No playoff games whatsoever. He's had 20 field goal attempts in his career before this season, and he was 75% completion percentage. Completion percentage. Field goal percentage. So
15?
not great.
15 to 20?
15 to 20. That's what he was. And then obviously this year he's been great, 100%, but he's had 4 field goal attempts. 4.
Well, maybe he had some time
now
away.
Compare to Brandon McManus. Brandon McManus has had, I just want to get this number right.
It says on the bottom.
345 career attempts. That includes several in the playoffs, including playoff runs in a Super Bowl, in which I remember very distinctly because he beat me in the Super Bowl. So Brandon McManus is the kicker. He was 95% last year. He is the guy. He just needs to chill out.
And he was the darling of training camp. I mean,
he was
apparently
great.
He wasn't missing anything.
He wasn't missing anything. So he has not forgotten how to kick. He has not somehow gotten in the way of his ability to perform the job. He was given an extension for a reason. He's just got to get healthy. So what Brian Gutekunst needs to do, 2 kickers on the roster, Lucas Havrasik, Brandon McManus, and then you just got to make sure McManus is 100% before coming back. It's a luxury that you have a guy that can fill in the meantime, but kicker of controversy, no. He's struggling because he's still not 100%. Let him get there, and then let him do his thing, because I would rather have Brandon McManus kicking in the playoffs, respectfully, than Lucas Havrasik.
At this point, just let him rest as long as he needs to rest until he's 100%.
Now, how many times do you see a guy in the NFL miss 57 short?
That's how you know he's hurt. That's how you know he's hurt.
So why would we trot him out here yesterday if he's hurt? I know
because he's a competitive guy.
I don't give a damn about competitive. I'm trying to win football games. That was losing yesterday. What he did hurt the Green Bay Packers.
I get that, but when you're a player in the moment and you see another guy who's suiting up behind you, you're going to say, "Oh,
naturally,
I'm good.
You're like,
I'm
good.
Oh, you good? You could have messed us up yesterday."
Well, exactly. So now there's a hard conversation between him, LaFleur, and Goody, and the trainer, saying, "Listen, what are you actually? Are you 50%? Are you 80? You're not 100. So what's it going to take for you to get to 100?"
LaFleur was actually right without even talking to him about it's a big problem.
Yeah.
When they actually didn't talk, because you're seeing this happen in front of your eyes of he didn't kick, and then he didn't kick in front of the media. I believe he kicked Friday after the media was gone. Said he felt good, but the results would prove otherwise.
Yeah. He said he had his own thesaurus. Well, you better figure out what major problem leg being messed up thesaurus is, because Matt LaFleur was right. I don't know why he made a joke about that. This is not a joking matter. Not a joking matter whatsoever, because of the fact that I believe in Brandon McManus still, but he's got to get right. He's got to get right.
He does. He does got to get right. He's a great kicker. He will win you games, but he's just got to get healthy.
Because rushing it ain't gonna get him healthier. He should just. Why can't he just sit for 2 more weeks?
But Kyle, what if someone took your chair and was dominating and said, "Hey, Steve Bruston Nortman is pretty good."
I think just Brad.
And your throat's not quite recovered yet.
Brad, I believe.
We almost had to switch to Strofe, Bruston, and Kyle.
Exactly.
Oh, that sounds personal, Brad. So, Brad, the thing is, you just told us exactly what's going to go through a general manager's mind. When it comes down to it, how many games did Lucas Havrasik kick in the playoffs?
0.
Okay, Brandon McManus has that Super Bowl experience, and that's what the Green Bay Packers need. So when it comes down to it, you're going to trust in somebody that's been there before, especially when you're trying to win the championship.
I get you're making valid points, but as a competitor, you're getting older. You know you have the extension, but it still is the NFL.
You just got the extension too. You probably want
to prove it. But I think if cooler heads and smarter heads prevail here, we've done the inexperienced kicker thing before with Anders Carlson and Braden Narveson, and that could turn really fast despite the 4-for-4 that Brad was talking about with early results here from Lucas
Packers record
Havrasik.
Record holder, longest field goal.
Record holder indeed.
I can't believe it's only 61 yards.
Only.
Don't sound the alarm for the kickers, but sound the alarm for Screaming Sicilian. Buy one, get one at your Pick and Save and Metro Market stores for 2 weeks until November 4th. Grab all your favorite Screaming Sicilian pizzas. You might have to buy a chest freezer for the basement, but you probably want to do that anyways for other reasons. Well, now you can stick all of the Screaming Sicilians in the basement. Stock up with the Thin and Crispies, the stuffed crust, I'm stuffed cheese pizzas. You got the stuffed crust cheese with the perfect Screaming Sicilian toppings. The OG Screamins, Hog Fridays coming up. Boss Hog Friday at the house on Frozen Pizza Friday at the Brust household. They have all the amazing pizzas you can get with Palermo. So stock on up. Pick and save Metro Market through November 4th. Buy one, get one.
You love your pizzas?
Sure. Did I say pizzas?
Get your pizzas here. Pizzas left and right. Coming up.
Palermo's
pizzas.
Pizzas in the freezer. Pizzas in the freezer. I think you can buy them.
Pizzas. They should come up with the pizza line.
I'm throwing paper at people because they're laughing now. Everyone's getting at me. Bad brain day from Ben, but in 2 minutes, Tim Brando. Did he call out Brad Nortman? You be the judge. We'll talk about it in 2 minutes.
Hi, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, inviting you to join me July 5th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette. Take in the charm of the countryside and the history of the great cities. Imagine standing before Big Ben in London, then later gazing out from Edinburgh Castle, so rich in history, it feels like you're stepping back in time. Along the way, we'll explore the storybook villages of Chester and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon, places where every street seems to whisper a piece of history. And how about a scenic train ride through the rolling green hills that lead us right into the medieval city of York? It's all part of this incredible journey. From iconic landmarks to cozy villages, from bustling city streets to peaceful countryside views, you'll experience the very best of Britain's history, culture, and beauty, and create memories that last a lifetime. Text TRAVEL to 800-990-3776 for full details. To learn more about this amazing adventure, come to the meet and greet on Tuesday, November 4th at 6 p.m. at Buck and Honey's Monona. If you can't make it, visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com to learn how you can join virtually.
Your neighbors are talking. Did you see their siding? Yikes. That drafty window? It's basically air conditioning. From nature. Don't be the scary house on the block this fall. Call Exterior Pros and Baths and get $3,000 off your roofing, siding, windows, or bath project. No tricks, just treats. That's 262-800-4274 or click your way to extpros.com. Fall in love with your home again. Trust the pros.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Packers take care of business on Sunday Night Football. Love 360 in the air, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rodgers, slow, quick passes, garbage time yards. Didn't look good. Praised Jordan Love after the game. Honestly, the best moment was when he was yelling after DK Metcalf got the ball hit out of his hands by Carrington Valentine. For all you lip readers out there, I'm sure you saw that video surface. But on Saturday, the Wisconsin Badgers defense played really good. 21-7, rainy game out in Oregon, playing a top 10 team in the country. I think top 5.
Sixth
overall.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the story for me. The story is when Tim Brando, a play-by-play announcer for Fox Sports, referenced podcasters. I didn't know we were only podcasting. You can always get us on podcasts on the ESPN Wisconsin app. But right now you're listening live on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, on the ESPN Wisconsin app, on your smart speakers, on your radios, wherever you're listening. This is live. I just want to remind everyone, this is live. Because this is what Tim Brando had to say. Or Stro, if you want Brad first or Brando first, what do you think's best?
Brad first.
Let's go to Bradley Nortman first before the game on Saturday last week on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Everything I'm hearing from inside the building is that he has zero. Not only hasn't done it. There's no engagement with the alumni, the former players, or Wisconsin high school coaches. There's no interest in doing it. Every high school football coach I talk to, there is no relationship with Coach Fickell or any of the coaching staff. There is zero intention to try to keep Wisconsin kids in the program. There's no.
That was Brad Nortman last week, and. Look, I'm going to take Brad's word for it. I can tell you that much. But maybe Tim Brando isn't. Let's hear from Tim Brando during the broadcast on FS1 in the night game, Wisconsin-Oregon.
At all. The noise is out there. And they've been banging on the doors at Camp Randall. A lot of no-shows for home games, and he's aware of it. I mean, it's something that he has mentioned more than just a couple of times this week. And with all these podcasters out there now that want to say, well, the relationships with high school coaches just isn't there anymore. How much do they really know? Probably not much.
Powerful.
Wow.
Powerful. Hey,
Wow.
You don't know anything, sir.
How about that?
Really know, Bradley. What you know,
Brad?
It's good to be living in their heads, boys. That's all I got to say. Listen, first of all, I was going to start with it, but Ben, you took the words out of my mouth. Podcasters, that's the most offensive part about this. Podcasters, we're live on YouTube, 94.5, 100.5, and 1430. What's that?
We think Luke Fickell said, yeah, some podcasters out there.
You're probably trying to like,
Diminish us, yeah.
lower the respect for us. But here's what I will say. So, do people just think I'm making this up? I mean, for real, do people just think I'm making this up? Tim Brando, have you spoken to anybody? I mean, I'm sure you have done your due diligence of talking to high school coaches and spanning the state of Wisconsin
if you
to know
listen
that
to that broadcast, I don't think you're prepared for that game.
When you are a national platform, you probably know that you are educated on that, right? Because what he said was basically irresponsible and ignorant. But here's what I will say: he probably got it, because I know how these work, right? He probably got it as a note in the production meeting, and he probably used that. And the thing is, he probably spoke about it with Coach Fickell in production meetings, which leads me to believe these two conclusions. Conclusion number one: you don't acknowledge something that you know isn't true.
Double powerful.
If this was false, if this was no big deal, there's so many rumors and stuff flying around, you can't possibly address them all. But if you know it's true, you got to address it. So the fact that it was addressed validates me in saying that there is truth to it. Now, number two is, this is what we're talking about in production meetings? We're talking about podcasters. And
also, it's a talking point on the game.
And a talking point in the game. I mean, that is ridiculous. If this is what this coaching staff and production meetings are focused on, is what the media, the sports media, is saying, then I know that their minds are not in the right place. That they're already looking for excuses and reasons, and they're hearing too much of the noise that I will say is true. And I will say this: after I said that last week, I've had countless coaches, former people in the athletic department, players and even parents of former players reach out to me and say, this is accurate, you said it all, type of thing. So I was validated in my points by it. I have no joy in saying this about the program. No joy at all. And if he comes back next year, hopefully it's a wake-up call to be able to establish those relationships. But the
Brando or Fickell? Because Brando's he's spanning the state. If he did, he did more than Fickell's been doing.
I'm sure Brando's talking with the high school coaches and the people that he needs to be able to say that on air. But for real, I mean, it's something where it's being talked about in production meetings. You're addressing it because you know there's truth to it. People that I've talked to since then have validated it. So listen, I hope that it's a wake-up call for everyone in the athletic department and the coaching staff if everyone's back next year. But the reality is it's happening. And I can't believe it was brought up in a production meeting and Brando just whiffing out there talking about it on national TV. I got to say, I sat back with my feet up and I was like, Mama, I made it. I made it. They're talking about me on as a media guy, podcaster on Fox Sports 1.
Podcasters saying that there's no relationships with Fickell and the coaches around the state.
I didn't hear a denial, by the way.
What do those guys even know? Or what was can you play that last part?
What do they really
it's
really
so
know?
good.
What do they really know?
Out there now that want to say, well, the relationships with high school coaches just isn't there anymore. How much do they really know? Probably not much.
I didn't hear a denial in that at all.
He said this pretty early in the game where I wasn't already down in the dumps on him because he sucked on
He made
Saturday.
several mistakes.
He made a lot of mistakes. As it went on, he lost all validity and legitimacy of what he's doing.
Over to the KBN Sports Desk at the Gruber Law Offices, one called That's Studios. It's Alex Strofe.
Tim Brando yesterday on Twitter. Podcasters have the right to criticize. I mentioned it because some, not all, know nothing. They're nothing more than fans with a mic. If that makes me old school, a badge I'll wear.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, he's owning it a little bit
that's
then.
Disrespectful at podcast.
But again, the fact that he's going to Twitter after he says it is re-acknowledging the fact that it was brought up on the air, and it's factually like he felt heat from it. So
Yeah,
he
exactly.
felt heat from it. He's like, oh no, I got to go PR 101 and be like, well, hang on.
Got to go.
Not all don't know everything.
You know what's sad about all of this is that this is how bad the Badgers program is. It's the product on the field is so trash. The team sucks. They suck. And last week we were talking about a letter that got released on Monday, and now this week we're talking about him taking shots at podcasters. That's how bad this is
low.
This is how bad the football team is.
low.
That we don't even talk about the product on the field because the product is that bad. We're talking about statements from athletic directors, and now a statement about how bad or what people really know from a damn play-by-play announcer. Come on, how many times do you think he addressed that? He didn't address the fact that he sucked and got stuff wrong. No. He addressed his comment about podcasters and his comment about high school football coaches, which he was actually inaccurate on because a lot of these people know a lot. It doesn't take much to be able to figure out whether or not a guy is out there beating the pavement and recruiting and trying to get guys in state to stay in state, making relationship with coaches. At the end of the day, we all know Fickle's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Former players have told you. They'll show you. Brad, you're a former player, but even the guys that played for Fickle, ask them. Ask how they feel.
They want to say how they feel, but they are currently doing better and bigger things in the NFL that they're not getting involved with the mess that the Wisconsin Badgers are in right now. And Stevie chimes in, which is funny real quick. I love how he hedges, too. Some, not all. Like Johnny Hedge on the spot here, Tim Brando.
But the fact that Braylon Allen put the eyes underneath your post that you had last week.
Yeah, he did. I believe Melvin Gordon as well.
Braylon Allen liking some tweets.
Braylon played for Fick.
Yeah.
And so a guy who played for Fick, literally, during his time there is feeling that way. That is telling. That is telling
Strofe,
about how
instead
they
of Lundy, Gottlieb, Guard, and Shaka, could we get a one-on-one with Braylon for you? I'll let you miss the show for that.
He's probably got some time in his hands. He's on IR, right?
Yeah. So again, you said the product on the field. The only thing I mentioned because I was irate. Look.
The game on
I
Saturday?
know Hunter Simmons stinks.
Oh.
One for 12, 9 or 1 for 9, 12 yards, whichever one it was.
Worst
either way,
starting
it's not
quarterback.
great. But guess what they did at the end of the half? Because it was a close game, Kyle.
Yeah, he took a knee.
4 straight runs.
Oh, I thought he took a knee.
4 straight runs with timeouts, playing the game as if, all right, if we protect the football, they get the ball at the half. We're going to trust our defense, and we're going to play this game like we are going to win it. Bro, you guys suck. Take some chances. Like I don't care anymore. If he throws a pick 30 yards down the field, so be it. You're not going to win the football game.
I wasn't mad at it because at that time it was 7-0 at half.
That's
clearly
great.
not playing to win.
You're playing the 6th best team in the country to act like they're going to have a half like that in the second half is just laughable.
They only scored 14.
Well, guess what they did right out of the half?
They scored. But I'm not mad at it. I was actually like, okay, we're close. Like this is where we're at.
Being close doesn't matter.
Hey, anything can happen. We knew that entire game they weren't going to win.
That's my point.
We knew the entire game was
That's my point.
You want to just keep it somewhat close at some point to keep your team alive.
He's keeping it close so it doesn't look as bad, so he can keep his job alive.
Yes,
the optics.
I don't care about the optics. Like I said, the iceberg has been hit to me, so I'm under the impression when I look at this game, you're done. So just go for it. Dude, like the amount of times in the first 2 years where we had seen Crisp, Bielema, all of them, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, sometimes even on their own 40, trust the offensive line and run the football and convert on those on their own side of the field. Now, yeah, but I'm saying in his first 2 years, it was like, all right, 4th and 2 on the 40 on the other side of the field. let's punt.
Ben.
Like, it's been this whole mantra, and I'm just saying I'm sick of his way of playing soft football for the past 3 years, that you suck, the iceberg's been hit, do something, and don't just take the beating. They're taking the beating and keeping it close for the optics, and I'm annoyed. I can be annoyed. You can't tell me how to fan right now. Do not tell me how to fan.
I'm just, I don't want you to get ill from this.
I'm going to get ill. I'm already ill. I'm ill every Saturday. Every Saturday I'm ill.
Ben, the fact that we're looking at this and we were down 7-0. Imagine this.
Defense played very well.
If the Wisconsin Badgers lost 21-7, as they have to like Ohio State years ago, we'd be like, and it ended up being like, getting scored on late. I mean, I know how this happened every time, 21-0. But we'd be like, okay. But at this point, we're just like,
so we're celebrating that
they. But you got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. You literally
it.
just got shut out and lost both games to Ohio State and Iowa. Routed. So you can't score points. Try and score points because you're going to lose anyway.
Bro, listen, watching Hunter Simmons, And
he shouldn't even be out there. There's a whole nother conversation. What is his ass doing out there?
Well, he was supposed to be like number 3 and 4.
Apparently, Danny O'Neal and Billy Edwards are like kind of available, and the quote about Danny O'Neal, like we're gonna need him later in the season. Like, what are we doing?
I was very confused about this because I assumed he got benched because he played last week. So I was he got in. So I'm very, very confused about what's going on with Danny O'Neal. And why he's
Hunter
not
Simmons gives us the best chance to win.
Hunter Simmons is by far the worst quarterback I've seen as a Badger for the last 25
ever
30 years.
My life.
I can't. Yeah, my life for sure. He is bad.
But it is a victory Monday from Sunday. Brought to you by Palermo's Pizza, Wisconsin's hometown pizza. Delicious brands like Palermo's Connie's Urban Pie and Screamin' Sicilian. Palermo's has your game day covered. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer. At one point, we were all texting because it looked like the Badgers were not going to score, which means we would be fasting right now until 5 o'clock. And Strofe would have been really grumpy, and Mr. Relevant would have been bad. Bart Lundy would have been like, who is this evil youngin' who he'd offer him food, and Strofe would be like, I can't eat.
Can't eat, Bart. I can't eat.
Bart, I can't eat food.
The Badgers stink, and I can't eat.
So tell me about your team. We'll talk about our punishments because the Badgers scored points. We all have to do some things.
Oh, yay.
Kyle's got to do the worst punishment, which makes this great. Next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Is one of the things that your girlfriend gets upset with is you interrupting her like this?
Probably.
I just complimented you. What the hell?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A couple of slowdowns across the system this afternoon. First one, 94 eastbound between the zoo and downtown. You'll be slow right around the stadium interchange. Northbound 4145 between the zoo and Highway Q. The left lane closed right at North Avenue. It is causing some slowdowns. You'll be on your brakes from about North Avenue up through Capitol Drive. And southbound 43, you'll be slow through the Marquette interchange. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight. A low of 46 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy. A high of 55 degrees. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding on 94.5 ESPN.
On this show, it's always football season.
You'll feel better about what you're doing, but I thought last night was all about
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
We went and got a big-time star player. He closed up shop. Tucker Kraft has emerged and Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur, their relationship took another jump level in trust. And all of those things are beautiful if you're a Packers fan.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Make the best seat in the house yours. Carbless delivers the handcrafted cocktail experience right to your living room. Bold flavor, no carbs, no sugar, just 100 calories, and all the taste with none of the extra baggage. From kickoff to the final play, Carbless is your game day go-to. Hosting friends, watching with family, or celebrating every big drive, Carbless keeps the good times pouring. So when the game's on the line, make the winning call. Skip the mixing, grab the bliss, and make every seat the best seat in the house. Find Carbless near you at drinkcarbless.com.
Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free. Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The Badgers scored 7 points. They scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Hey.
It took a heave. He just was like, it was blind, just throw it up there.
You said shout out T.Y. Hilton's son.
Yeah, thank you, because your boy, I couldn't have made it today without
Because the way it was going to work today is if the Badgers did not score a point, we were going to be fasting until 5 o'clock from wake up this morning. That did not happen. They scored 7 points. So that is out the window. The Badgers did not win, so we can still bash Jesse Nelson, because if the Badgers won, we said for eternity we would not be able to bash him. So that is good news. The worst news of it all is we have to air 7 minutes of Doug Gottlieb and Alex Stroh from Coaches Week on Kyle Bruston Nortman. Did you guys forget about that?
Well, I kind of did. That's going to be punishment for everyone.
So, Stroh, what you're going to have to do is we're going to do 7 minutes of 1 minute best of clips.
Yeah.
So we can play them throughout, because ain't nobody want to listen to 7 straight minutes.
You sure you don't want to do 7 straight minutes? I thought that'd be good.
Positive. Everyone say aye?
Aye.
Okay, we're on board with 1 minute chunks, best of with Gottlieb. Tomorrow, when we're all together, we will watch Alex Stroh do a 70-second plank. Will Alex Stroh be able to make it 70 seconds of his scrawny body and arms staying upright, working that core that does not exist?
Stroh, when's the last time you've done a plank?
It's a great question, Brad. Brad, when's the last time you did a plank?
I did one last week. It's part of my workouts.
Okay. That's why I'm glad Brad did not get the plank. We drew randomly for this.
It really did come out perfectly.
Yes, so I have a calendar invite to myself to pick out 7 extra layers to wear on top of normal clothing tomorrow for the 7 points. I have to wear 7 extra layers.
Can underwear count for you?
Well, it could, but I'm going to wear shorts and pants and then 6 layers on top.
Oh, we're doing this. Oh, you're doing it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Nice.
I want to get this over with.
You're going to be so uncomfortable. I hope you have a very busy day on the sales side at work. So you're a little
He's wearing a parka.
Yeah, a little hot because Ben King had these hot flashes like he a 50-year-old woman because he'd start taking off his shirt and like, oh my gosh, it's hot in here.
I do that.
I've already requested our studio heat be turned up because I'm a little cold back here today.
Yeah, heat them up.
No, let's not do that.
No, we should.
Now, the funny thing is, as the Badgers stink and they need money to do anything, to get players, to potentially have a buyout for the coach that nobody wants except Chris McIntosh, Brad has to donate $7 to the NIL fund.
Not the podcaster.
The
podcaster has to donate his hard-earned cash to the NIL fund. Now, I went on the website, and it literally, when you click donate, website not found.
Dude,
no wonder why they don't have any more money.
I did the same thing before, as I was doing my show prep before driving in today. I was like, I should look at how you do this. So I typed in Wisconsin football NIL. First link, support the Badgers. Click it, donate here.
I went
and it goes
3
to
different
site
ways.
Not found.
Three different ways.
This page is so old.
What are we doing? We can't even give money to them if we wanted to.
All right, now go down.
Wait a minute, but my cousin's still on this damn page.
And he's not getting royalties.
He played for Michigan State the last year.
All right,
they need
you
to
want to
update
click that
this.
donate button?
Donate to the varsitycollective.com.
And it's now rebranded as Badger Connect. Page not found. You can't even donate to the school that needs money.
Should I write a check and send it to the athletic department?
You gotta be kidding.
I mean, what are we gonna do?
To Chris McIntosh.
Please.
Oh my God! You
hopefully
have
this
to
helps.
mail the check to Chris McIntosh.
Don't do that.
$7 for 7
I'll
points
get forever blacklisted.
Yeah, no.
No, what are you talking about? You're donating.
Yeah. We'll find a way. We'll find a way to get it to them.
And lastly, the one that's going to be somebody's going to cheat his way through this. I know Kyle. 3.5 miles have to be ran by Kyle by Saturday.
What do you mean? Well, I was running through the airport yesterday.
So like
on the hop.
I was sprinting. Mama Wallace. I had to leave Mama Wallace yesterday.
You left your mama behind at the airport?
Listen. Mama Wallace ain't got TSA pre-check, okay? And I told her years ago, I said, Mama, the credit card we got allows for you to get TSA pre-check. Get TSA pre-check. She said, I said, okay. So we got to the airport yesterday, and we cutting it close. And so I said, listen, Mom, I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna run ahead to the desk and say, hey, my elderly mother is still coming. So
elderly.
She is
elderly.
a wonderful elderly woman.
Elderly?
Damn, girl, how you know her age?
She does spring chicken.
Yeah, wait a minute. I didn't know her age. Okay, I'll have you know, Mama Wallace ran her ass yesterday to get there, and she got there on time.
A real son would have helped.
So what
Get one of
happened?
those carts.
You left her in the dust.
So this is why it should count because I'm sitting there.
No.
I'm running from because you get off if you ever go to the Denver airport, you get off the little train. And then you got to get off, and I had to sprint to my destination, my gate. So I'm sitting there running fast because I know I ain't got a lot of time. So I get to her, I say, "Hey, my mom, she's elderly, she's still stuck in the line. She should be done now. Does she need a wheelchair?" I said, maybe, but I'm gonna go run and try to get her. Just don't leave without us, y'all. Just hold the gate.
Did they say they'd hold it?
She said, I'll try my best.
That's a no.
So I sprint back looking for Mama Wallace. I'm going to where the train
Mama!
is. And so next thing you know, I'm calling her. She said, I just got to the gate. She ended up walking because I guess you can walk too. She ended up walking. So I say all that because y'all know how big Denver Airport is. I did at least a half mile. At least half mile yesterday.
But what you should have done is got her one of the carts with a beep, beep.
Yeah.
You could have been like, hey, I need for the elderly.
The golf cart.
So she said she didn't want to wait for anything because we were getting that late. Listen. I got 8.89 miles yesterday, and at least a half mile had to be run. I was sprinting through Chicago, sprinting through Denver.
But here's the thing, Kyle. You need to track. Like this is something like, all right, this is for the punishment. Like
that was for punishment.
No, but you need to like document when you are running for the punishment.
Okay, y'all trying to steal.
Here's what's going to happen. Here's what's ultimately going to happen.
I was sprinted yesterday.
No, here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. You have until Saturday, but if you have nothing done on Friday, you're doing the show from a treadmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is revenge for you not wanting to do the 5K.
Yeah, for not racing Strofe and backing out because you're a chicken.
I am at this point now.
You're doing more than a 5K.
I was.
Yes.
I mean, I was. Yeah. I real talk, honesty. as I was trying to run to the gate, you know when you run into a gate, and this was actually
No, I
O'Hare.
don't. I don't typically run the gates.
Okay, well, this is at O'Hare because we had to get to the gate that time. I had to leave her that time too because we had to get to the gate.
Jeez, bad son.
Listen. My job is to talk to the people at the gate. Say my wonderful mother is coming. At O'Hare, it was so long that I had. You know when you running, and you just say, okay, here's gate 14, 16, 18. Listen, I went about 40 gates, and I said, I'm done. I'm lying. I went about 20 gates, and I said, ooh, I got to walk. I'm tired. So I'm telling you, I sprinted yesterday. I'm just out of shape.
All right, well, you got to let us know and track the time and how long you ran and what your pace was, because we got to know you're actually following through, which is a core value here at this company.
So you know what? I'm going to the parents' crib because baby girl's out of town, so I'm going to the parents' crib.
Treadmill in the basement?
Well, they got one, but I'm gonna run outside.
Good
I'm
for
gonna run
you.
outside. When I was younger, I just got done with grad school. I used to track out exactly what a mile was, just running from the house to
luckily there's technology because I wouldn't trust this mile.
Just put it in the phone. I'm not gonna do it all at once.
Sounds like if you need a spot to run, I can send you to the Princeton Club. I got a nice guest pass. They got great equipment. They got a sauna and a steam room. You can sweat it out after even more. Get all those toxins out because they have something for everyone. Madison locations and New Berlin location. There's so much energy there. When you walk in, they say hello. How are you? How's it going? They make you feel comfortable. They make you feel happy. And again, when I think about the Princeton Club, did personal training. They got basketball courts, tennis courts, pools. Like all the different locations have something for everyone. So just join the Princeton Club, get a tour. You'll have a strong body, a strong mind, and help provide a strong community. So go to the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow. Josh DiMaggio chimes in. What's the punishment for not doing the punishment? The miles will then double. It will become 7 miles if Kyle does not complete this by Saturday.
So we just throwing rules.
No, he's
out there.
completing by Saturday. We're putting him on a treadmill on Friday if it's not done by then.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's 3.5 miles. I mean, I can run 3.5 miles.
So do it.
Okay, oh yeah, you really sound like it. 20 gates.
But I'm gonna tell you, I'm out of shape. I need an inhaler or something.
All right. Well, we'll get to Jason Wilde as the Packers take care of business on Sunday night. It is a victory Monday. Jason Wilde just got out of the Matt LaFleur presser. We'll hear from Jason. The biggest takeaways coming up next on Kyle Bruston Nortman.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
I'm sorry that I don't want to touch Ben's Peter.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Not a lot going on out on the roads this afternoon, minus a couple of slowdowns. Eastbound 94, you'll be slow through the stadium interchange. 4145 northbound between the Zoo and Highway Q. You'll be on your brakes from about North Avenue up through Capitol Drive. And 43 southbound, we are noticing some buildups right around the Marquette interchange. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight, a low 46 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy, a high of 55 degrees. Your weather report is brought to you by Dickentroff Heating and Cooling, now hiring HVAC installers and service techs. Join a winning positive team culture that sets them apart. Apply today at dickentroff.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding on 94.5 ESPN.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's a bird bash at Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to $50,000 cash in the Bird Bash game show. Just play with your rewards card this October for a chance to win. Wouldn't you like to rake in a huge pile of cash? Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info at potawatomi.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code QUICK to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code QUICK for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code QUICK for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
The 24th annual A Novel event is coming. Sharp Literacy's yearly fundraiser will happen on October 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Baird Center. Green Bay Packers all-time leading receiver and Super Bowl champion Donald Driver will be the featured guest and keynote speaker. Funds raised at A Novel event will support the delivery of Sharp's STEAM-based education program to thousands of K-3 through 5th grade students and educators across Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm going to enunciate the way I normally would as a nerdy fellow that I am.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
You know, you should be confident. You should be feeling yourself.
Holding everybody accountable.
I'm not saying you should be necessarily mad at him, but he bears some responsibility.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Yeah, I don't want to do this for 3 more hours either, so we're good then.
Join Jason Wilde next summer and explore the British landscapes in England, Scotland, and Wales. Text travel to 800-990-3776 or visit espnmilwaukeetravel.com for full details.
Live from Potawatomi Casino Hotel in the amazing sports book, it's Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Joining us now after the Packers take care of business on Sunday Night Football is Jason Wilde. Listen to Jason on Wilde and Tausch 9 to noon across these very stations and hear him on basically every show. Jason, how are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Doing well. I know that you just got out of...
Doing well.
Oh, damn, I did do it, and I didn't even mean to do it. Doing well. Matt LaFleur speaking to the media. Anything stand out to you after the Packers have a iffy first half and then play flawlessly in the second half?
Sloppy. We're about process, not results, and so sloppy, which I found odd. You know, I thought that they looked pretty sharp in the second half. Maybe in the first half they were sloppy, but man, oh man, I thought they were cooking pretty good in the second half.
So you're saying he was saying sloppy throughout the whole game?
He said there was a lot of sloppiness. Which again, like, I don't know, you scored on 5 straight possessions in the second half. The only one that you didn't score on, you knelt out the final seconds of the clock. So, hey, you got to be demanding. And, you know, again, now they've, won 3 in a row now. So you get to be a little bit demanding while still feeling really good about where your team is at and the fact that they're 5-1-1. So maybe that's just his philosophy, is get on them a little bit more, which is fine. But I'll be curious to see, you know, what kind of effort and what kind of performance they get this week, because Carolina's bad, and it's easy to get, you know, sloppy, to use his term, when you're playing a not very good team.
Well, did you know that there's a sloppy sitting next to me?
The two-fisted slopper from County Stadium? You guys are all too young to know who that is.
Kyle's nickname from his high school team, coaches, players, was Sloppy.
Yeah, Sloppy made a lot of plays. You want to know what's crazy about that? The dude that told his uncle that when we were at the restaurant, he don't like one of my damn posts. I wanted to say, bro, I don't like nothing on here. Spreading that stuff.
Well, your nickname was,
It was
Sloppy.
true, though.
He didn't give the full story, but that's okay.
That's a terrible
Anywho, Jason, did Tucker Kraft cement himself as the number one pass catcher on this team? Argument closed after last night.
You'd be crazy not to, right? Isn't that what LaFleur's response was last night? I mean, yeah, he's really, really good. Now, I do want to caution that despite him being really, really good, you can't go to him 40 times in a game, obviously. And you could certainly design plays where he's the first option, and then if he's covered, then you go elsewhere in the progression. But yeah, he should be the guy. At the same time, I guess my question is, and I know punters never really had to deal with this, but I still think, and maybe it's just me, kind of thinking about how I've seen players who publicly would put on a good face and never complain and not do the Keyshawn Johnson, just give me the damn ball attitude. But I do wonder if there's guys that get frustrated even when they're winning, right? Like, they've won 3 in a row now. They're in a great spot. But is it hard for guys that all have egos to look and, if I'm Matthew Golden, who caught 3 passes on 3 targets for 4 yards, am I having a hard time with that? I actually asked LaFleur about not Golden specifically because I have no idea, how he's feeling. But you get what? That's what somebody was saying to me. So I wasn't asking specifically about him. I wanted kind of a general answer, but that was kind of what made me curious. Is that Jordan Love throws for 360 yards and Matthew Golden has 4 yards on 3 catches. Yeah, we won. Woohoo! But is it hard because we're all human, right? Like we all have egos. We all care about getting our opportunities. And so whether it's him or whether another week it's Romeo Doubs, like what happened last year, or it's Christian Watson, or it's Tucker Kraft. I mean, look, there's no denying that when you get Tucker Kraft the ball, especially when you get it to him, and then he can do something with it after you get it to him, he's really freaking dangerous. I mean, he had 143 yards last night, and he had 131 after the catch. I mean, that's preposterous, the percentage there.
Best tight end in Packers history, Jason.
Yeah, maybe. You're a young fella, so and you probably, I don't know if you're old enough to have seen Chewy in his prime, but Chewy was a damn good tight end, and so was Paul Kaufman. But yeah, we're crowning guys again. That's what we do here.
Chewy ever have 100 yards after the catch in the game?
I don't know. I don't know if we kept track of those stats back then, but I feel very comfortable in saying no. Put it that way.
Jason, to answer your question before Kyle jumps in, it's an absolute yes. I mean, even if you're winning, guys do know that their window in the NFL is very, very short, and your window to be productive is very, very small. And if you're not producing, that's going to mean less money and less opportunity. So, and we know that because of maybe the alleged Jaden Reed wanting to be number 1 after they drafted Golden, Matthew Doubs going MIA, or Romeo Doubs going MIA last year. So, yeah, I mean, there's just, of course, guys feel that way. And winning helps, but deep down, everybody wants the opportunity to shine.
Yeah, and again, I don't know. I have not talked to Matthew Golden. A couple weeks ago, he said all the right things, and he had the big game where he was really productive, right? So, it's going to go from week to week. But I think it has to start with Tucker Kraft. There's just no doubt about that.
Jason, Josh Jacobs struggles. Is it on his injury or is it the O-line that's the problem right now?
Yeah, I don't think it was blocked up very well. That was kind of the conversation we had with Matt LaFleur too. I mean, now Emmanuel Wilson was productive, so somebody asked, I think it was Mike Spofford from Packers.com, do teams defend you differently when it's Josh Jacobs in the backfield versus when it's Emmanuel Wilson in the backfield? And LaFleur said he didn't think so. Look, he just had a 93-yard game, 2 weeks ago? He had 150 total yards from scrimmage. Obviously, last night was not productive. Dude scored, 9 touchdowns in 7 games? I don't think he's fallen off the planet, but he does need one of those games. Like, didn't Saquon Barkley have a big game yesterday statistically?
Yeah,
sure did.
He did, yes.
It would just be. I'm guessing he would just like to have one of those kind of moments where he has a really huge game running the football, and maybe that kind of loosens the cap on the pickle jar. But I don't think he's fallen off at all. I do think I think he's one of the best running backs in the league, and I do think it's been just tough sledding. The first 3 to 4 weeks, it was 7, 8 guys in the box instead of 6, 7. And then I don't know if you guys saw this at going into halftime, but like Mike Tomlin flat out said, look, the number one thing we got to do is stop Josh Jacobs. He's the linchpin of their offense. So I just don't know if it's anything that he can be doing better, but I definitely think that the offensive line, even when they're outnumbered, has to give him more space to run.
Talking with Jason Wilde here on Kyle Bruston Ortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Jason, is there anything you've seen from Jordan Love in his third year that stands out to you that's felt different from year 1 and year 2?
I don't know. What prompts that question?
What prompts the question is I asked initially, are all of your doubts about Love eliminated? Because obviously he threw for 360. He's taking care of the football. He threw for 3 touchdowns. And then initially you hear, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is 31st in pass defense. And, they haven't Matt LaFleur and Love haven't consistently put it together yet. So I think he's played well all year. And again, they may be one of the worst pass defenses in the NFL, but a great quarterback would take advantage of that. And so I'm just intrigued by the people that are still waiting for more from Jordan Love. And I think he's shown this year more consistency than he has in any of the years prior.
Yeah, I mean, look, first of all, I would argue that there's still plenty more out there for him. But he was magnificent last night. I mean, he was phenomenal. So, but the point that I have made, and I get people get frustrated with me when I say this, but to me, we've seen like really meaningful growth in the last 3 games. Because like people don't like it when I bring up the interception in Cleveland. They want to blame that on LaFleur for not running the ball, or they don't like it when I bring up the check down to Emmanuel Wilson with the clock running and no timeouts at the end of overtime, and then them kind of dawdling before that final play, and they have 1 second left to kick the game-tying field goal. Like those are mistakes by him, however you want to slice it. But what matters to me, and what matters to Matt LaFleur and Sean Mannion and Adam Stenovich and everybody else is, what did he do subsequent to that? And I talked about this morning on our show. So let's go through the past 3 games now since those 2 mistakes in clutch moments, right? Late in the game, really important not to make a mistake, and you could argue that those are mistakes. Well, let's look at the Cincinnati game. Enormous throw in a clutch situation on the run to hit Matthew Golden, right? He's running to his left, kind of torques his body a little bit, hits Golden. It's a huge throw, right? That's, to me, growth. Following week, facing 4th down after your coach wanted to kick the ball and tie the game, and you make the throw that you make to Tucker Kraft. A couple plays later, Josh Jacobs is in the end zone, and you have the first lead you've had all game, right? Another enormous throw on 4th down. Yesterday, like, he made every throw. Like, you don't get 134 pass rating and 3 touchdowns by good fortune. Now, would I like to know how they view the two, and I didn't ask LaFleur this today, but so the throw to Tucker Kraft, is that a bad decision that works out? Is that something that LaFleur thinks is sloppy that worked out anyway? What about the throw to Watson? I think the Watson throw is a really, he's got a guy in his face. He makes a hell of a throw. It's just over the outstretched hand of the one defender who's jumping and falling backward. That one I think is good. The one that Tucker takes for 59, I'm not sure. That felt a little like wing and a prayer-ish to me, but it works out. And to bring that pass up is not to diminish how magnificent he was last night. I'm just curious about that specific play. But I thought he was so good. And you can only play the team you're playing. And if they struggle to stop the passing game, what are you supposed to run the ball more so you can show that you – I mean, it's not like they're good against the run either. So I thought he was really good last night. And anybody that is reluctant to say that, you don't have to crown him. You don't have to say, oh, he's going to go win the MVP. You don't have to say that. But I don't know how you can say anything other than really good things about what he did last night.
Well, Jason, we appreciate the time, and thanks for joining as early as you could so we could get the most insight from you, and we will talk to you on Thursday.
All right, boys. Take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. Listen to Jason, Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these very stations. I want to go a little deeper into Kraft and Golden there because that's been a big topic of conversation, and if you did miss it, Matthew Golden did deactivate his Instagram account. I don't know if that's fantasy football managers in his direct messages getting at him for his lack of production. Why was that, Strofe?
He deactivated his Instagram.
Oh, got it.
Don't be an insight.
Do want to get to that coming up next, live from Potawatomi Casino Hotel and the Amazing Sportsbook.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
What's going on? Big, come on.
It's getting tough. It's getting slow.
Ben, don't be pathetic. Your father's with your baby. They're listening. You gotta be better.
But I'm giving it my all. I don't know what you're at either.
Stop humping the ground.
Yeah.
Get up.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart, located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. National Liquor Mart is packed with deals for all your beverage needs, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
The Bucks dropped their first game of the year to the Cavaliers in Cleveland on Sunday. Giannis led the way for the Bucks with 40 points and 14 rebounds, finishing just an assist shy of a triple-double. Here's head coach Doc Rivers after the loss.
I thought the same thing happened down the stretch. Just felt like every time we got close, one of those things happened. Nothing you can do about it. The guys play right overall, so, just live with it.
The Bucks will return home after the weekend road trip to take on the New York Knicks on Monday with a 7 p.m. tip at Pfizer Forum.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN, brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
Hey, it's Jen Latta, and I just had my walk-in closet redesigned by Closets by Design. Doug and his team in Mequon were amazing, from the first consultation to the final install, and now I have a beautiful, organized space for all of my clothes. They really brought my vision to life. Locally owned with the backing of a trusted national brand, they deliver expert design with a personal touch. Get 40% off plus an extra 15% off, and take advantage of 18-month free financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN, and don't forget to tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's four walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
In the Midwest, we know the real deal on the field and in your wellness routine. Higher Love Cannabis Company in Menominee, Michigan offers top-tier Michigan-grown CBD products, no shortcuts, no synthetic knockoffs, just clean, green certified, organically grown CBD crafted for fans who expect the best. Whether you're gearing up for the game or winding down after a win, swing through Higher Love just across the Wisconsin border and experience the highest quality CBD in the Midwest. Higher Love, the real deal, no limitations. Visit findhigherlove.com/CBD.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Victory Monday is brought to you by Palermo's Pizza, Wisconsin's hometown pizza with delicious brands like Palermo's, Connie's, Urban Pie, and Screamin' Sicilian. Palermo's has your game day covered. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you as we are at Potawatomi Casino Hotel's amazing sports book. Strove's running the show. Get us on the Carbless Talk and text line, 800-990-3776. You can follow us on Twitter at KBN ESPN. It's gotten closer and closer and closer as time has gone on. Have your doubts about Jordan Love been eliminated? 64% of people say yes. 36% of people say no.
Right side of history for that 64%.
I think there's 36% that probably just want to see. And it's unfair.
No, they want to be Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Like when you see 360, you're like, oh, he's got to do it again.
Have we been completely spoiled by Favre and Rodgers? It's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah,
it's like if that's the expectation, you'll probably be let down. But Love is an outstanding starting quarterback in the NFL. He can win you a Super Bowl.
They want him to play like a damn MVP caliber type guy every single week. Like he's going to give you MVP moments, but dude, he isn't like the best quarterback in the NFL. But right now, you are Green Bay Packers fans. You're getting top 5 NFL quarterback play right now. Like that's what you're getting. You should be excited about that. There are teams that wish they even had a top 15 quarterback.
Like I started the show, the second segment, I just took a gander, and it was the poll of, did we draft the wrong guy after a loss to the Ravens after they won 4 games? The Bears are questioning Caleb Williams' development, just like that.
Yeah, all you have to do is look at about 27 other franchises, and you'd say, I think we're pretty content with where we're at with the Packers.
I mean, pretty good guy by the name of Drake May in that same draft class.
Drake May, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, but Jaden Daniels has been hurt and having that sophomore year of
that's true.
Slumpiness. But Drake May, on the other hand, MVP front runner, one would say.
Well, we'll get to those MVP odds because it's going to be an interesting year because it was Baker. Now the Buccaneers kind of feel iffy. But as a Jordan Love on board, if you really, really believe in him and you think he's going to have a big game against the Eagles and the Lions, now's your time to do so. We'll get to that in a little bit. You got Jim, Matt, and Molly up next in Madison, the damn sports show in Beaver Dam, and we are right here.
Big announcement coming on the damn sports show.
Big announcement on the damn sports show in Beaver Dam. We're next on 94.5 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. It's Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Not a lot going on out on the roads this afternoon, minus a couple of slowdowns. Eastbound 94, you'll be slow through the Stadium interchange. 4145 northbound between the Zoo and Highway Q. You'll be on your brakes from about North Avenue up through Capitol Drive. And 43 southbound, we are noticing some buildups right around the Marquette interchange. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight, a low 46 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy, a high of 55 degrees. Your weather report is brought to you by Dickentroff Heating and Cooling, now hiring HVAC installers and service techs. Join a winning positive team culture that sets them apart. Apply today at dickentroff.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding on 94.5 ESPN.
The 24th annual A Novel event is coming. Sharp Literacy's yearly fundraiser will happen on October 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Baird Center. Green Bay Packers all-time leading receiver and Super Bowl champion Donald Driver will be the featured guest and keynote speaker. Funds raised at A Novel event will support the delivery of Sharp's STEAM-based education program to thousands of K-3 through 5th grade students and educators across Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra. At 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, it's a superior, smooth taste worth playing for. Grab a Michelob Ultra, superior light beer, as you cheer your team on. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks. Enjoy a Michelob Ultra at Dugout 54 Milwaukee, Maxwell's in Cedarburg, Stenney's Lake Country, and Brat Stop in Kenosha. Please enjoy responsibly.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee.
Going to order. It was really, really tough to listen to.
I didn't have a menu in front of me, but everything's so great. Like, there's so many things, and I want to try different things. The food, food is 10 out of 10.
You paused at every decision point.
So,
do you want it now or later?
Do you want spicy or regular? How spicy is it?
Is it spicy? No,
there's a kick. Is it like the jerk chicken wings kick?
The jerk is spicy.
You want fries or a salad? Ooh.
Wait, I can do that one quick. How about the fries?
Waffle or sweet potato?
It's like, oh my god.
Sweet potato is sweet, boy.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman.
I went with the chicken sandwich, and I'm going to be very happy.
You're going to be happy no matter what.
Yeah.
Your tummy will be happier, too. They didn't get the spicy. Alex Strope's running the show. You can get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Enough. You made your decision. Live with it. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Less is more. And the Packers did take care of business after a sloppy first half from the team. Defense held the Steelers like 34 yards, and I think that was at one point in the beginning of the fourth quarter. And then obviously it was Mr. Dink and Dunk's time to shine when the game was out of hand.
Dang.
Dude, it was you didn't watch. You watched the highlights because you were flying, which is okay.
Yeah, they weren't showing Dink and Dunks on highlights.
Yes, and it was third and 12. He was throwing behind the sticks.
Oh my God!
Every single time.
I saw that and I was like, "What in the hell? What is he doing?"
He's scared of pass rush. He can't move.
They have no explosiveness. He can't move.
They are the boringest offense of all time.
They are. And honestly, he's right to.
And we're not talking about the Packers. We're talking about Rodgers and that Pittsburgh Steelers team. And when they did have time, Rashawn Gary ate and Micah got a sack.
Every time I watch Micah Parsons, I can't believe he's a Packer. He does things. There was that sack that he got. He beat 3 dudes.
Dude.
He is absolutely ridiculous.
The way he's lining up right now on some of those pass plays right behind the nose tackle, it's like, which way I'm going to go?
It's almost like you're toying with the
offense. Yeah, he's like, who's it going to be? He probably looks him in the eye when he's behind the nose. Who looks like they don't want to block me?
It's
I'm
like
going
a Waterboy.
Yep.
Look at the faces.
Except I can't say the punchline there. Yes. And so, look, they played a flawless second half. I don't know. It doesn't bother me, and I actually don't want to have this conversation because it was the Commanders game, the Detroit game, and now this game where there's a late touchdown and it makes the score look closer than it is from a final score standpoint. But
they were down going into the fourth quarter.
This team is 5-1-1, and they're the number 1 seed in the NFC and number 1 in the NFC North, obviously by being the number 1 seed in the NFC. But Damian Woody was not on Sportsmanlike this morning, ESPN Radio, ESPN Wisconsin in the morning. And here's what he had to say about the Green Bay Packers if Jordan Love continues to play the way he is.
Tell you what began the morning by saying what about Jordan Love and the Packers?
If Jordan Love is going to play like that, the Green Bay Packers are going to find themselves in Santa Clara in February. You know, the one thing we talked about with Jordan Love is sometimes it's Jekyll and Hyde with him. First half of the season, you know, it's kind of unpredictable. Then the second half of the season, he's playing like an MVP. Well, last night he looked like an MVP type of quarterback. And with all that young talent that the Green Bay Packers have on both sides of the ball, man, if the quarterback plays like this, they're going to be very, very hard to beat.
That was Damian Woody on Get Up. He did join on Sportsmanlike with that same sentiment with Evan Cohen, Michelle Smallman, and Chris Canty. Yeah, man, this is what I was kind of getting at with Jason of he said he had been Jekyll and Hyde, sometimes first half good, second half good. Like, throughout the whole year, he's been pretty consistent. He's been steady Eddie, not in a way where it's like game manager of he's made enough plays to get this team to 5-1-1. And you can almost argue the tie wasn't because of Jordan. It was because of the coaching staff and the lack of aggressiveness that they played. Now, he made a mistake against the Cleveland Browns. That happens. But he did move on from that, and he played well a spot where it very easily, despite the defense sucking for the Steelers, could have been all right, I'm on national television, there's Rodgers. He just went about his business and took care of everything that was in front of him.
Well, he really did, and everything he did that second half especially, 20 straight completions. That's something that Rodgers never did. He was steady, he was good. But no one ever questioned Jordan Love's ceiling, which is extremely high, because you'd see the talent, you'd see the throws, you'd see the stat lines. I think there was concern about the bad decisions, right? The truly bonehead decisions or bad throws, and he has really minimized those. Now, we could nitpick and say, well, what about this throw? What about that throw? No matter how much you want to nitpick, it's down significantly from last year. I feel like he is making better decisions. That's reflected in his interception number. I believe it's 15 interceptions, or 13 touchdowns to 2 interceptions.
I thought it was 14-2, but we get the point.
Yeah, either way, it is significantly better than last year. And Woody is right in saying that if Love plays like this, which was an outstanding game, I don't know how a team beats this Packer team, especially in a year where there's no great teams. I said it before the season started.
13-2.
13-2. I said before the season, this team will go as far as Jordan Love takes them. So far, it looks like he could take them pretty darn far.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Jordan Love is going to be the key component. That's why this last couple games and really the maturation of Jordan Love that we've seen during this season has been great. And the positive thing is the fact that there's no team in the NFL that is, above everybody else and better than everybody else. So it allows for this team to get their chemistry together. But Jordan Love has been the key component that has been consistent for the Green Bay Packers. When he plays well, this team wins. But the thing that I have loved about his performance so far this year, I love 360 for 3 touchdowns. That's fantastic because that shows you that he can slang it with anybody. But the fact that when the Green Bay Packers needed him most, and I keep talking about it and I'll keep talking about it because that is called winning football. When your quarterback gets the ball, we already talked about it. Who do you want with the ball? You want your offense with the ball last, or you want your defense on the field? Jordan Love has every single game this year When he had an opportunity, he drove this team downfield. He drove the team down the field against the Browns, but they ended up getting the field goal block.
After his bad interception.
He was able to bounce back and do that. You just saw yesterday, Jordan Love gets the ball. He brings us back into the game where we take the lead and puts the game away. We consistently have seen him take that football, be a leader, and drive us downfield. But on top of that, he's leading a top 10 team in yards per game. He's leading a top 10 team on offense in total points per game. So when you look at what he's doing and you match that up with this defense, and I understand the Green Bay Packers pass defense is a problem right now. We have to get better at that. But overall yards per game, they're top 10. Points against per game, they're top 10 as well. The Green Bay Packers have the perfect combination to go to a Super Bowl. And when you have a quarterback like Jordan Love, that gives everybody else confidence. If the Packers can get up on teams, right, you got to start early. If you start fast early, and if this defense finally finds their flow, and you're able to have Rashawn Gary, ever have Michael Parsons, Rush, Devontae Wyatt, the Green Bay Packers have a really good shot to go to a Super Bowl, because there's no team in the NFC, because we've seen enough football now. There's no team in the NFC that is clearly better than the Green Bay Packers. They are part of the cream of the crop. They just need to be playing their best football going into January.
I'll even say this real quick about Jordan Love. I mean, I feel like there was a time where Jordan Love is maybe in shotgun or he's about to throw, where maybe my gut reaction was a little bit of nerves. Like, I don't know what he's going to do.
You know what? I don't sit back and like clench up at all anymore.
Not at all. I feel confident. I'm excited when he throws back there. I feel like he has come such a long way statistically, of course, and we could dive into that. But even from a gut check as fans, you look at it, I don't have the same stress level that I used to. I don't have the same level of uncertainty. If anything, I'm like having the same feelings of when you're watching great quarterbacks when you're saying, let's go. Let's
It's fun, isn't it, Brad?
It is fun.
It's fun seeing a really good quarterback, right? It's fun seeing a guy that you believe when he touches the football, especially this year, that something good is going to happen. You said 13 touchdown passes to 2 interceptions. Dude, you know how great it is to have a quarterback who going into last year when he was hurt, ups and downs, and I believe it was the last 6 games of the year, 7 games of the year, he only threw 1 interception.
Yeah.
It's great to see a guy go from throwing 10 interceptions when he halfway played during the first half of the season and was hurt to only, throwing 3 in the regular season in the last 9 games or something like that. He's been absolutely ridiculous. I love that he can grow from his mistakes, and his ceiling is so high, man. We're so lucky to have Jordan Love here.
Not to just keep singing the praises here, but the poise that he has in that pocket as Don chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line. Guys, you aren't mentioning the fact that most of these passing yards are after contact. Jordan was blissed all night long. The way he's maneuvered that pocket and stepping up, the feel that he has, if somebody gets behind, that play he made throwing it over the fingertips to Christian Watson, which, by the way, probably not enough praise from us today for Christian Watson. First game off of the ACL,
the key,
4
baby.
catches, over 80 yards, and did not drop a pass. To put that in the offense, to have Tucker Kraft mowing guys down. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense is so bad that when Kraft was in open space, I thought he was going to have to do the get off me shove. He literally just had to pinky flink a guy, and then he was able to keep on rolling. He is just an absolute monster. Jaden Reed will come back later in this year. Matthew Golden, we can have the conversation if you want to get more touches or not. But right now, it's hard to argue when you see the production. Now, will that come back to bite you? Do you need to use him in different spots? He's had games, and you have to decide if you want them to focus on utilizing guys more specifically, or if you're good with the way that Matt LaFleur lets this offense develop.
Can I ask y'all something real quick? Is Christian Watson the key to unlock this offense?
Okay, it's interesting you say that. A quick shout out before I answer that question to Christian Watson, because as Jason talked earlier about guys being dissatisfied with their role if Tucker Kraft is getting more like that. The one receiver who I've never heard be vocally upset is Christian Watson.
Great dude.
Jaden Reed was sort of rumored through his agent that he was upset and wanted to be wide receiver number 1. Romeo Doubs went AWOL last year for a minute. Matthew Golden seems like he wants to have a little bit of more activity. He's the only guy that has never been visibly upset. And not only was he making those catches, Ben, but as we were talking about off air, he's blocking his butt off down the field for other guys that are running after the ball.
No block, no rock.
Listen, the block on the touchdown for Josh Jacobs, guess what? What did he do? He pinned down. Christian Watson pinned that down and allowed for Josh Jacobs to bounce it to the outside.
The way Christian Watson handles himself, both productivity and blocking, and generally speaking, being seemingly a pretty positive influence on the team, reminds me a lot of Aaron Jones. A little bit of that Aaron Jones, because he played underneath Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones saying to those guys, hey, block down the field, really trying to keep that that culture of playing for one another. I feel like as far as schematically, we can say that you add Christian Watson to the lineup, everything spaces out, right? Because he has elite speed, and we've shown that he hasn't really missed a step. So not only does it open up the field literally, but figuratively, I think he adds a little bit of joy, positivity. He just seems like he's a good teammate, and I think that really resonates with the rest of the guys.
Man, Romeo Doubs, has anybody else noticed that he just seems overly happy?
He does seem happy. He gets targeted a lot. Two times on one-on-ones where he's not a great separator, which was a little frustrating. But that was in the first half, and they didn't force feed in the second half. But yes, it is good to see his overall happiness of being a part of this team. You can feel it.
He used to be a stick in the mud. He showed no emotion for the first 3 years.
He scored 2 touchdowns and was
just shook hands. Now every catch he's
he didn't even shake hands.
I thought he shook his. They were just shaking hands as he was just moving.
He's just like, all right.
I love it.
He's hilarious.
This receiving core here, obviously they don't have elite talent. Tucker Kraft to me is elite. I know I made that comment about him being the best tight end. Listen, Tucker Kraft is the dude. He is that guy.
He's the dude.
But for the Green Bay Packers to have 5 or 6 options to throw the football to, where now the great thing about it is before we were talking about it at the start of last year, oh my gosh, they have all these great options. No. Now they got all these great options, and these boys are growing up, right?
Damn!
That's important.
Tucker Kraft leads the team in receiving. He has 469 yards. How many after the catch? Well, I kind of gave it away with the damn.
You sure did.
469. I would say he's got 300 after the catch.
Oh, more than that, I bet.
336.
336.
336 yards after the catch. Romeo Doubs says 350 with 80 yards after the catch. 469 with 336 after the catch. And you could say, doing the math, he's on pace for your 1,000 yards. For all of you off-season conversations, will the Packers have 1,000 yards wide receiver, or will they have 1,000-yard pass catcher? Will Tucker Kraft be the number one pass catcher on the team? He is making the case as the number one guy for this team.
Got to feed him. It's such a big threat to have a tight end who can line up in the line, but line up inside the slot to be such a threat.
He is a threat, and Kyle, I know you loved probably coming home after traveling for a while.
Oh, I did love coming home. More importantly, I loved that my house was at a comfortable feel, right? That's because with Universal Windows Direct, that is exactly what you get. The mornings are crisp now, right? It's getting colder, right? The seasons have shifted. You feel that fall breeze right now, but if you're feeling like your home is drafty or your energy bill is creeping up, now is the time to do something about it before the real cold really set in. And Universal Windows Direct is making it easier than ever with their great October deal. Check this. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no limit, plus 0% financing for 3 full years, and top it off with an extra $500 off your entire home improvement project if you schedule this month. The month is coming to an end, but these deals, don't miss out on them. Universal Windows Direct has great professional team that installs the window quick, and they do a great job. So call them today at 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000. Or y'all can just visit at universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate. I promise you won't regret it, and you'll be walking around like I am saying, I love my windows.
More Kyle Brust Nortman live from Potawatomi Casino Hotel and the amazing Sportsbook next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Let them know the dread-headed brother loves the Green Bay Packers. When you see me, Goody, let me in the box.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We are seeing a number of slowdowns across the system this afternoon. Eastbound 94 from the Zoo into downtown Milwaukee, you'll be slow through the stadium interchange basically till you get to the Marquette interchange. On westbound 94, you'll be slow from the Marquette out through the stadium. Then heading through the Zoo interchange onto southbound 4145, you'll be slow through that entrance ramp. 4145 southbound from Highway Q into the Zoo, you'll be slow from Timmerman Airport down through at least Capitol Drive. On the northbound side, you'll be on your brakes from Watertown Plank Road up through Capitol. And on 43 southbound from Brown Deer Road into downtown Milwaukee, you will be seeing some slowdown starting at about North Avenue up through the Marquette interchange. On the northbound side from the Marquette up through about Walnut, you will be on your brakes there as well. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight, low 46. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy, a high of 55 degrees. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
The Packers came away with a 35-25 win against Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers on Sunday night. Jordan Love had a monster game, throwing for 360 yards and 3 touchdowns for the green and gold. Here's head coach Matt LaFleur on his quarterback's big game.
He's just so consistent in who he is through the good times and the bad times. And, you know, I've seen him, there's moments where you can sense the frustration from him, but he keeps going. And I kind of, to be honest with you, I kind of like it when he gets a little pissed off because you don't see it too often.
After 2 weeks in a row on the road, the Packers will return home to take on the Carolina Panthers on Sunday.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Why Z-Bart? Because you have a manly truck that you do manly things with, and you don't want the truck bed getting all beat up. You want Rhino Liner by Z-Bart to keep your truck bed man-proof. So man up and ask for Rhino Liner by Z-Bart.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
At Gruber Law Offices, our biggest priority is the care and service we provide to our clients. We know accidents can be overwhelming, and we're here to help every step of the way. Call now. One call, that's all.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I've heard that chant for 18 years, so Packer fans travel really well. First time in a while I've used silent count for a home game. That's a credit to those Packer fans.
Oh, Roger singing the praises of Packer fans, and you'll be singing the praises of QC Kinetics when you see how they're going to be able to get rid of that joint pain that you are experiencing. The pain in your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back, whatever it's from, an old injury or arthritis or whatever it is, QC Kinetics has an answer for you. If you've been told that surgery and drugs, that those are your only options, you got to see the second opinion that QC Kinetics has for you. Your consultation is absolutely free, and they're going to tell you and show you all the tools they have in their toolkit to allow your body's own natural Regenix to be able to take away that pain for the long term with no downtime. Fast, all natural. QC Kinetics gives you the opportunity to get rid of that pain for the long term. So don't wait any longer. You have literally nothing to lose with the absolutely free consultation. But if you're like most people that show up at QC Kinetics, you're going to find right away that, hey, can we just start treatment right away? This is amazing. Amazing will be how you're feeling when you have no more pain. Get your free consultation today. Pain-free life on the other side of this phone call to QC Kinetics. 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you. It's Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Psych, we're on 94.5 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Strofe is running the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line, and of course on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Now, typically when we're sitting at Potawatomi Casino Hotel in their sports book, Brad comes with some cash, and I was trying to decipher a text that you sent. Are you itching to do something today, Mr. Bradley?
I could be convinced. I'm leaning toward it, but I could either convince myself or have my friends over here convince me, because there's a bet or two that I think I like the odds on.
Well, as you look at the regular season MVP for the year, Patrick Mahomes is the odds-on favorite. Then you have Josh Allen, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, and Jordan Love. Now, it's funny that Drake May is plus 475 and that Jordan Love is plus 1,800, because Drake May has 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and if they have a 6-2 record, I don't think they've had a bye. They have had a very light schedule outside of beating the Bills. The Packers are sitting at 5-1-1. Love has 13 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. So I find it so funny that it's that far of a distance between Drake May and Jordan Love, because Drake May is in his second year, the hot commodity, yet Jordan Love taking care of business, sitting behind Baker Mayfield, Matthew Stafford, Drake May, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes. Now, that could shift fast if he has another game. Again, Steelers defense, not good, but national television against the Eagles, national television against the Lions. If he's able in those 2 marquee games in 2 teams, and you look at the Super Bowl, the Chiefs are ahead of them, or excuse me, the Lions are ahead of them, and the Eagles are behind the Packers, but right behind them in Super Bowl odds. That would be a big jumping off point to you want to get good odds? Now's the best chance if you believe that he's going to have a monster next 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, if Jordan Love's remainder of the season looks anything like it has, not only last night, but the last several years, then those odds are going to continue to get worse for you, and it's going to become more and more likely that Jordan Love will be a serious MVP contender. And honestly, when I think about what's the usual characteristics that make up an MVP, usually it's 2 things. One, obviously an elite, incredible personal year statistically, but also your team is usually a 1 or 2 seed, right? They're not giving in the MVP to, let's say like, I'm trying to look at the list here. Even Patrick Mahomes, who's the front runner, right? I mean, by a long shot. They're 4-3. If they're a wild card team or something like that, historically speaking, the MVP goes to the team that is among the best team in the regular season. So usually a 1 or 2 seed.
Powerful, Brad. I like that.
And the quarterback of that
They're going to
team,
be 5-3, by the way.
Who has they probably will. Who has an excellent season himself. So I think I look at Tampa and in front of Jordan Love right now, right? It's Baker with Tampa. It's Matthew Stafford with the Rams. It's Drake May, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. I suppose some of those teams have a chance to be the 1 or 2 seed in the AFC or NFC, but I think the Packers have a better chance than any of those teams to be one of the best regular season teams, and the quarterback of that team usually wins it. So I think he's well primed. Yes, for good odds right now, but I think he's well set up to actually be seriously in the conversation.
One quick thought I have to further the if you want to pull the trigger conversation. Mm-hmm. One thing we've noticed is, Kyle, you've continued to ask this question in different ways to Jason Wilde and many others about trying to figure out the consistency of the run game. Well, with Josh Jacobs with that calf injury, it seems like it's a factor because Emmanuel Wilson's getting more snaps than we've seen than he would if Josh Jacobs was 100% healthy. They are now the other way. They're more than 50% passing the ball versus throwing the ball, or passing the ball versus running the ball, where they were 52% last year running the ball. So that means the ball is going to be in Jordan Love's hands more often than it was last year, and based off the way he's playing, protecting the football, and getting Christian Watson back, and Tucker Kraft emerging as that guy, he's going to get opportunity to showcase what he's about the rest of the year.
Yeah, and then he has a cupcake coming up here with the Panthers. I mean, the Panthers
12.5-point favorites, by the way.
They've won some games. They've competed in some games, but the Packers should take care of business, so this will be an opportunity for them to really open up. But you're absolutely right. He's getting his full complement of weapons back, and as they come back, Jordan Love should increase. And what we know about Jordan Love, and we talked about it before, right? They call it the Toyota-a-thon, which is coming up pretty soon here. That means it's time for
Toyota-a-thon. Toyota-thon.
He was close enough.
I believe it starts in November, and guess what? November 2nd is next week, and it's time for Jordan Love to elevate. But it is going to be a tall task for Jordan Love to be able to do that because he's got to get 35-plus touchdown passes. But I do think the record of this overall football team is definitely going to support that. But there's going to be dudes out there putting up some studly numbers, like a Josh Allen last year who did it with his arm and his legs, Lamar Jackson who did it with his arms and his legs as well. Patrick Mahomes is just dazzling when he's won these rewards. So Jordan Love's going to have to put up some gaudy numbers in order for him to win this MVP. But guess what?
They're 5-1-1. If they continue to win football games, you're going to keep the MVP out of a 14-15 win team.
Hey. The hell with the MVP. I don't give a damn about the MVP. I want to win the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. Did the MVP quarterback win the Super Bowl last year?
He did not.
What about the year before that? No, he didn't. It was Lamar Jackson. What about the year before that?
Don't you want Jordan Love in your Hall of Fame?
Well, listen.
To get in the Hall of Fame, you need some MVPs.
No, well, also you need Super Bowl rings. Look, ask Eli Manning. So I'd rather have the Super Bowl rings, and I'd rather have a quarterback who right now is playing at an elite level. So what listen, I want him to win MVPs because that's cool, that's sexy, and that means he's performing at a high level. But the way he's playing right now, that's the most important thing to get the Packers to what we really deserve.
Yes, Alex Stroh.
I really appreciated Kyle taking the shot he just did at winning the MVP and winning the Super Bowl correlation, but he took it one step too far on that final. How about the year before that?
Yeah, the 2 years ago?
Mahomes won both 3 years ago in 2022.
Oh, Mahomes won it 2 years ago?
It was the 2022 season, 23 Super Bowl, so it was Eagles this past year, obviously. When neither of them had the MVP. When Josh Allen won it the year before, Lamar Jackson won it. Obviously, nobody won it, or they didn't win it. But the year before that, Mahomes and the Chiefs.
I completely agree with Kyle's point about wanting your quarterback to just win a Super Bowl. That's most
did it in '96, MVP and Super Bowl champ.
He did do that, and I think Super Bowl or not, which Super Bowl is more important. The way that Jordan Love, from a national narrative standpoint, gets out of these same conversations of who is he, is you put an award next to his name.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, nothing validates like an MVP. You're forever minted as that dude. And honestly, the things that might get in the way is two things that actually benefit the Green Bay Packers. One is they're probably not going to need to be in that many shootouts. This defense is still pretty good, and we know about the pace of the offense that Matt LaFleur likes to slow it down, which goes to my next point is I think Matt LaFleur really wants to establish the run game before probably December when you really need to start playing playoff football. Mm-hmm. So I don't think him feeding Josh Jacobs and now even Emmanuel Wilson, I think that's going to right now, rightfully so, they're passing the ball more than they're running because running game is not clicking. I think he's still going to try to commit to running the football, which is going to take more opportunities away from Jordan.
Yeah.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. Yes, back to Alex Stroh.
Yeah, sorry, more stats for you. So actually, I think I just cracked the code, guys.
Oh.
I think the Packers.
No. Before, if you crack the code, you got to play the music.
Oh yeah, good point. So, I'm not saying the Packers won't win the Super Bowl this year. I'm just saying Jordan Love won't win the MVP this year because in 1966, Bart Starr won the MVP and the Super Bowl. In 1996, 30 years later, Brett Favre won the MVP and the Super Bowl, meaning in 2026, Jordan Love will win the MVP and the Super Bowl.
Brad, run to the kiosk.
Brad,
run to the kiosk.
That's every 30 years. My gosh.
Well, the Super Bowl will be in 2026,
right,
though.
But it's the 2026 season of the Super
Okay.
Bowl.
Next. How about that? Calling your shot.
All right. Let's not give up on it right now, though.
I'm not giving up on it.
No reason to give up on it just because of some history.
Only one of the two can happen. Jordan Love can be the MVP runner-up and they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I just want to win the Super Bowl. I could give it
yes,
to
we know that about you.
Because I'm getting me a ring. I don't know about y'all. Because you can't. I'm an owner.
Cool. Tell us about Lifetime.
Oh, I'd love to, because if you're an owner of your house, then you're going to, that that you need things fixed and you need things renovated, and there's no other place to go to than Lifetime Home Services. Stop juggling all the contractors of, like, you got your kitchen guy, you got your bathroom guy, you got your plumber, you got your electrician. No more of that. Lifetime Home Services has all you need under one roof when it comes to servicing your house. They specialize in so many things, many included radon and air safety, custom closets like me that we're going to get for baby Will, completely redoing his closet thanks to Lifetime Home Services. You've got full home renovations, you've got cabinetry, you got epoxy floors in your garage. Try it and see. Lifetime Home Services has it all. One stop to go to. For 30 years, families have trusted Lifetime to make their homes safer and better looking. Trusted solutions, lifetime results. Schedule today at lifetimehomeservices.com.
Wheel of Stro and Brian Balaga. Next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Dick Van Dyke, real quick on the cha-cha slide ACL, says she was carried out by all 5 of us. 5 people?
That's a big girl. That's a big girl. Yeah, that's a big girl who did cha-cha.
Stop it, Kyle.
What you mean? 5 of them had to carry. That's a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We've got slowdowns all over the system today. Eastbound 94 from the Zoo into downtown Milwaukee, you'll be on your brakes basically from the stadium interchange into the Marquette. On the westbound side, you'll be slow from downtown out through the stadium interchange. Eases up a bit till you get to the Zoo, then you'll be slow again heading southbound on 4145. Speaking of 4145, between Highway Q and the Zoo, you'll be slow starting at about Timmerman Airport through Capitol Drive. On the northbound side, the left lane closed at North Avenue right now due to some construction. That's the main cause of some slowdowns. You'll be on your brakes from Watertown Plank Road through Capitol Drive. Northbound 43 from downtown up to Brown Deer Road. You'll be slow up through the Marquette Interchange. And on the southbound side, you'll be slowing down at about Walnut through the Marquette Interchange. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight, a low of 46. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy, a high of 55 degrees. Your traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all auto body repair needs. That's Fisco. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding on 94.5 ESPN.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Zero restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Love, Jacobs, McKinney, Golden, and now Micah Parsons? This year's gonna be fun. Now's the time to set a game plan for your Green Bay and Wisconsin pigskin parties. This is Marie from Discount Liquor. We are your football party beverage headquarters. Whether you need an ice cold keg, a bottle of your favorite wine, a unique craft brew, or hard to find liquor, we have everything you need, all at the lowest prices in town. Come see us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Voted best liquor store again.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings.
Wherever you're tailgating, we'll get you all set up with your favorite beverages. We're open daily 9 to 9 and Sundays 10 to 2. See all of our weekly specials at DiscountLiquorInc.com.
Discount Liquor.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp therapists have helped more than 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can really change lives. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call or text pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling or texting pound 250.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design.
They design, you party.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm about ready, about a half hour, to get home, drive back. I'm going to do so in my car that is just oh so clean. I got it washed actually this last weekend, and I'm reminded again how Tsunami Express Car Wash is the premier go-to location when it comes to taking care of your car, making it look sparkly clean inside and out. Tsunami Express has T2 with graphene, this next level wash that makes it just so unbelievably reflectively clean. And you can be like me. You can go over and over and over if you want to be a Tsunami Express Car Wash member. I myself are a ceramic member, so I get to go as many times as I want to get that top-tier all-star clean on the outside, but then also have do-it-yourself detailing tools, free vacuums, and fast lane access so I can just get in and out. Every time I go through, it feels like my car, I'm driving it off the lot for the very first time. And with locations all around southeastern Wisconsin, there's a Tsunami Express that is close to you. So don't wait any longer. You paid too much for that car to not take care of it. Tsunami Express is your answer for the premier car wash that your car deserves. Wash, chill, and repeat with Tsunami Express Car Wash.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, live from Potawatomi Casino Hotel as Kyle's chowing down. Bradley and I are anxiously awaiting our food, as it's always delicious. They have a great video wall, self-service kiosks, everything you need, and more right here at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel. On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and on the Carbless Talk and Text line at 800-990-3776. Less is more. It's time now for the Wheel of Stro.
It's time for the
Wheel of Stro.
Another day, another buckaroony. The Wheel of Stro. I'm Kyle Bruston Nortman. I've got a wheel. I've got topics. I'm going to spin the wheel. We're going to find out what topics we talk about. Here we go.
Wheel of Stro.
Throw yourself on video. I want to see that handsome face.
Oh, you're going to see
Bad
that handsome
spin,
face doing
bro.
push-ups. So.
Bad spin.
That was not a good.
Push-ups and planks? Who are you?
Yeah, but it's about to get ready for.
Baby, workout machine. All right, you guys talk.
Wait. That spin didn't. It sounded like it ended abruptly.
It did. It sounded like it was stopped manually.
And he still hasn't put himself on video.
On red.
So we don't even know if he's doing push-ups. He's going to come fake out of breath from the push-ups.
At what second in his 70-second plank does he start to shake? 30?
29
seconds, not even halfway through. Or he starts to...
doing the...
Can you see the camera? Can you see the floor?
Nah.
No. I'm even looking at the live shot, too, and you're not up.
He's not doing push-ups.
Oh, there you are. You're in the corner.
Oh.
So good. All right, get down and give me 15. By the way, happy Sports Equinox Day to everybody. I think that means that every sport imaginable is on today.
The 4 major sports?
You got MLS.
Oh, 5.
You got hockey. You got NBA. You got the Major League Baseball Game 3. And, of course, Monday Night Football.
It's a great day for sports fans. I wish this day happened more often, but I guess that makes this day special because it only happens once a year.
Is the MLS involved in that? I thought it was just the major 4.
Well, they're playing today, so you might as well include
them. It's an all-inclusive Sports Equinox, man.
Right, I love it. My bad. I didn't realize
We ain't never going to win a World Cup with that mentality, Struth.
Well, I don't think it's happening anyway. Wallace?
Wallace to you.
Spin the wheel.
Wheel of Stro.
That's a good spin.
Whoa! For how? The NFC
What's
North.
going on back there that you're like away from the mic?
Well,
and
I
just
gotta put the
screaming?
wheel up to it. There's a lot of moving going on. Blue, the color for what the NFC North is feeling after the Vikings get mollywopped on Thursday. The Bears lose big time to the 1-5 Ravens yesterday. Lions on bye, so they didn't get to lose. The Packers the only winning team, though, in the NFC North this weekend. Are you concerned about either the Vikings or the Bears as a true playoff contender the remainder of the season?
Worst question ever. No.
Wait a minute.
The Vikings are literally trying to avoid putting their starting quarterback that they started the season out back on the field. They're going to be forced to because Carson Wentz. You going to ask a question and jump all over me now? Carson Wentz out for the year with shoulder surgery. It was actually torture watching him have to play through his left shoulder injury. Were they Thursday night?
Or, yes,
feels
they
like
lost
forever
37-10.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, the Chargers, brutal. And then obviously, as I mentioned to start the show, the Bears and their fans are debating right now on our sister station if they drafted the right guy in 2024 after they went 4 games straight winning games. That's how bad Caleb Williams was against a horrible defense to start the year.
I hear ya.
And a Lamar Jackson-less Ravens beating them. No, they're not worried
the Bears
about
have
either.
4 wins, and they have some winnable games on their schedule.
Yeah,
they had a winnable game this week.
I don't disagree.
Matt LaFleur has a little bit of like sassy body language on the sideline sometimes. You should see Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson's a problem.
When Caleb Williams throws the football. I mean, he acts like a
had the
teenager.
hand in the face too.
Yeah.
Like,
Bad.
how could he make that throw?
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Bears or the Vikings. I am very worried about the Lions, but not the other two.
Yeah, Vikings don't have a quarterback. Bears don't have a quarterback. This is nonsense. Dumb question.
Very good, Kyle.
Fair enough. One more.
Wheel of Stro.
So push-ups and a bad question so far.
Yep. Good start. Good start. And it's more push-ups.
Yeah! Punishment.
You need that. You haven't had to do a lot of push-ups of late, so this is good for you. Good for the little
We're done
chicken
here.
arms.
It's got to feel good. It's got to feel good to do push-ups,
His
right? A little bit
chest
of
is
that
on.
soreness in the chest. I love that feeling.
Any last thoughts on Tim Brando calling you out, Mr. Podcaster?
Yeah.
Just that, I sit here vindicated and validated. I feel that, obviously he had to even go on his own socials and backtrack saying, well, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, and it's only some people I was referring to. So with the avalanche of people that came out after what I said last week saying, yep, I see and hear the same thing, no, I'm just glad that I was I'm just glad that I'm a topic of conversation in production meetings.
Brad, I'm telling you, when I heard, I instantly text y'all because I was like, oh my gosh, they've been listening. But it shows you how far the program has fallen to the fact that they are now talking about what people are saying about recruiting, right? Recruiting.
They shouldn't be listening to us.
The Badgers are cooked. I just want y'all to know that.
Hell yeah, they should. You know what you're talking about.
They should be focused on practice and game film and winning.
But fellas.
But they stink, so they have to find things to talk about in the broadcast.
Well, yeah, that's when you know you suck.
Yes.
Like, that's what they're talking about. But at the end of the day,
what's going on? Because there's nothing to talk about on the field.
Hey, there's some podcasters out there.
Shout out to Gideon Atuka, though.
He ran hard.
He always runs hard, man. I like that kid.
I did some push-ups, needed them. Tell us about your house.
Damn, you winded, but I can tell y'all about my house. I'm telling y'all this right now. Best decision I did was calling Universal Windows Direct and having them come in, giving me the in-home consultation. Jamie Shea came to my house and he looked at my old windows. He said, "Yeah, these aren't going to cut it, Kyle, but here are some great examples of what you need." They had 3 different levels, and he said, "This is the level for you, right?" And now, when I look in my house, I feel comfortable, and I also love my brand new windows. I want y'all to have that same feeling. If you're thinking about upgrading your home, think no further. You don't have to just buy it, right? It's a consultation, right? A free estimate for you to figure out if it's the right fit for you. But what I know is, once you have Universal Windows Direct inside your home, you'll be saying, ooh, buy 2, get 2 free. I love that. You'll be saying 0% interest for 3 years. You got to be kidding me. And then when they tell you get $500 off your entire home improvement project, you'll say, okay, it's time to get Universal Windows Direct. So call them today at 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate. And just like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
The Super Bowl champ, Brian Balaga. He's going to join us to wrap up the show before the Homer Hour next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Caleb Williams sucks.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9.
Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
The 24th annual A Novel event is coming. Sharp Literacy's yearly fundraiser will happen on October 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Baird Center. Green Bay Packers all-time leading receiver and Super Bowl champion Donald Driver will be the featured guest and keynote speaker. Funds raised at A Novel event will support the delivery of Sharp's STEAM-based education program to thousands of K-3 through 5th grade students and educators across Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
When winter hits Wisconsin hard, Safe Plow hits back. Founded by two locals who know winter inside and out, Safe Plow delivers no-tolerance snow removal, meaning they're on it before, during, and after every storm for hospitals, retail centers, and all businesses that can't afford downtime. From small driveways to massive parking lots, Safe Plow's dedicated team keeps your property clear, safe, and accessible, prioritizing handicap ramps and disabled parking every time. At Safe Plow, they handle the blizzard, you handle your business. Serving Madison, Milwaukee, and all of southeastern Wisconsin. Book now at safeplow.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 24-pack Essential Everyday Spring Water, $3.99. 15 to 150 count selected varieties solo cups, plates, or bowls, $3.99. 13 to 22 ounce selected varieties Farm Rich appetizers, $5.49. 14 to 16 ounce selected varieties Daisy Dips, sour cream, or cottage cheese, 2 for $5.
I am starving.
Oh, no. Never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, wow, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
Enter by November 12th.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of, but back in Rutherford County.
Joining us now is the Super Bowl champ with the Green Bay Packers. Listen to him and Alex Rofe and John Anderson on Green Bay Game Day. Leading into the game yesterday, Brian Balaga joining us. What's up, Brian?
Not much. How we doing?
Doing pretty good. I want to start with what I asked Jason. I want to see how different your answer is. From the 3 years that Jordan Love's been a Packer, what stands out most to you about year 3 that you're impressed with?
I think year 3, for me, you've kind of seen this progression, right? I mean, obviously year one started out, and, you didn't really know the expectations to have, and I think he exceeded everyone's expectations in year one. Year two, I think we kind of saw, starting obviously not his years in the NFL, but starting. Year two, I think we kind of saw a little bit of up and down, right? It's kind of he takes control of this offense, and not that he played bad by any stretch, but it just kind of, it was a little bit of an up and down year and made some poor decisions. And I think year three of Jordan Love has been extremely consistent. I think he's been extremely accurate, very poised and in command. And he's kind of made this offense his now. Like, this is his offense, and he's very under control, very calm. And we're starting to see a true number one quarterback. Like, I mean, that's like how I feel about Jordan Love after kind of seeing the way he's developing through this season, right? Like, I mean, you've seen a couple mistakes here and there. Like, we keep pointing out to, like, the Cleveland game or the throw against Cincinnati that was tipped for a pick. Like, okay, like, those things happen. But you look at how he's played, right, overall, and he's played really well. He's thrown the football really well. And I said it last night, and I'll repeat it again today. He's thrown the ball downfield really well, which is something that, last year wasn't really a strong suit. But his accuracy in throwing the ball downfield to like 20 plus is really good, and it's very accurate. And that's something that is very obviously fun to see. But from like looking at I don't know how quarterbacks are evaluated, but I think I look at it from like when quarterbacks are like taking that next step and how they're throwing the deep ball, how accurate it is. That's a very good sign. It's his confidence level. It's his confidence in just not, the guys in front of him and the receivers, but his arm talent. It's confidence in how he's throwing the football and where he's placing it and everything. So I like where he's at. I think he's got a good control over, where he's at from from this offense and from the guys around him. And obviously the plays that are coming through the earpiece, obviously that's Matt LaFleur.
Brian, a lot to be excited about last night, but one thing I want to focus on that's your area of expertise. Matt LaFleur said the reason why the run game is struggling right now in his press conference today was that it's been bad blocking, basically. They haven't been able to get it going. If you were the run game coordinator, how would you fix this run game? Because I don't think it's been anyone's expectations so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, bad blocking, you could say that. Yeah, I mean, it certainly hasn't been clean. And last night's number was, what did he get, like 33 yards or 34 yards or something like that? I mean, that's very bad. I mean, that's bad by all accounts. And that's not Josh Jacobs' numbers. And it's just, it can't be that way, right? I mean, we can want Jordan Love to throw for 350 yards every game, but we can't rely on that every game, right? We can't count on that type of throwing performance in January if we want home playoff games. We just know how that goes. It's not something we can lean on in January. You want to, but you'd rather be able to rely on 125, 130 yards and then 275 yards passing and combo that together. But the run blocking has kind of been this way. And you kind of look at the way things have been going, and the run game is, it just has not been, it hasn't been consistent enough, not just from a unit, from a standpoint. I look at it from the zone game to the duo game that Jacobs loves to do. And last year, the duo game, when I talk about duo run game, that's like double teams all across the board, and Jacobs kind of gets to be patient, hop from hole to hole, and he finds what's open, and he goes, right? Jacobs is really good at that. Well, that's kind of struggled also this year, right? So now we're in a place where that's not really going, and they've kind of not run much of the zone game since last year. That has kind of been the staple of this offense, right? That's been what Matt LaFleur brought in when my first year, and that's kind of been the motor of this thing. That's what started it with Aaron Jones, and that's what all the play action was built off, and that hasn't been run really since last year, right? Because Jacobs, I mean, he's built for true duo and inside zone and things like that. It's not wide stretch. So now when the duo isn't really working and we haven't been much of a wide zone team, and that's not coming off. It's putting us in a very interesting place in the run game. And I said it last week against Arizona that, like, if we don't get the run game going this week, it's a little bit of an issue. It wasn't that bad, and Jacobs is a little banged up. Now this week, I'm a little concerned about the run game, and obviously Matt is as well, right? And those numbers can't continue, right? There's something going on within the run game that they certainly need to clean up. You can call it bad blocking, you can call it whatever you want, right? Like, I mean, there's an issue going on, whether it's schematic, blocking, whatever it may be. But you can't continue to have those type of numbers with the back that you have, right? So whether they need to go back to the zone game, whether they need to go back to really working hard on that dual game to get Jacobs comfortable again, I don't know what it is, but they got to figure that out because
run game's a problem.
Yes, the run game's a problem.
Well, Brian, we appreciate the insights and look forward to hearing you with our guys